Dude. I went to pull the fucking mic arm in and I hit the wire. I hit the wire and my eyes immediately shot to the upload speed in OBS and fucking god damn it, and fucking it went just 0. I'm like, oh fuck, oh god, all right. Hi dreamers. Jesus, oh, there's gonna be stuff that's like disconnected now, and I bet you my tits are broken, and oh maybe not. Oh fuck, I don't know. Your shit's broken, I'll try to fix it. Wow. Hello everyone. Oh, welcome back, problem. Yeah. I always hate when my tits break. I know, I do too. It doesn't happen often, but sometimes they break on their own. Sometimes they break because of the internet. Sometimes my tits break because of like a bad update, and like I have to roll them back. It's a whole thing. Hello everyone. So, I was not having dog for a day. I was still busy. I was still doing stuff all day yesterday. Oh, come on. Put my upload back, god damn it. I'm dead. I wanted dog. Everyone has 6 days of dog and 1 day of not dog, and people just start going through withdrawals. When your tits have to be rolled back, you know, that's worse than just hanging low. Yeah, exactly. It felt like a Tuesday minus, well, it was a Wednesday because, you know, I wasn't there. I'm good. How are you, Knight? I had to, some people may have been around for my, my mouse pad adventures. I think like a month ago or so, maybe a little more, noticed that my mouse pad was real bad, and I needed a new one, and I was like, oh, I really don't want to keep buying mouse pads, right? So I decided that instead of buying a cloth or Cordura or whatever mouse pad, I was like, you know what, I'll get a glass pad. They're expensive. They're like $100 or something like that, and I'll use it with like, you know, hardened PTFE feet or something like that. Well, it's been an adventure. Yeah, I was really happy. No. So, okay. So nothing happened specifically to the, oh God, ads. God damn it. Lizard. Well, yeah, how many people aren't subbed right now? Does anyone see any names in chat that aren't subbed? No, you're not getting the Hawkening again. Is anyone not subbed? Is everyone here? Should I continue my story? Lizard. I think all of the returning newer, yeah, I think everyone's subbed. Okay. No, I know. I was asking chat if chat saw anyone without a feet badge. God damn it, paw. Oh, well, turtle. I'll give it a second. I'll return to the story in just a moment. A feet badge. No. I see somebody without a sub badge, but they have turbo. Okay. Well, we're almost halfway through. What can I talk about during ads that only subscribers should know about? I had donut cake today. That's about right. Hi, Homan. Yeah, there we go. Just need to never see. I have to. The reason why stream died is because I have one Ethernet cable that's not long enough, so I had to extend it with a coupler, and the coupler isn't properly seated. So if you hit it and it pulls apart, it breaks the internet connection. So, but I just haven't fixed it because it's been fine for months if you don't hit it. Donut cake? Yeah, donut cake. Basically high density, it's a high density cake that meant to replicate the flavor of a donut. It's meant to replicate an apple cider cinnamon donut. There we go. Oh, nice. Hang on, we're almost done. 15 more seconds. 15 more seconds and I can continue my mousepad adventure. I had to be special ordered. Oh, okay. They still use the same RJ45 physical standard, don't they? All right. All right, our ads should be over.
Your eyeballs pay for dog's food, though.
Okay. So, why is that so loud? I'll turn that down in a second. Dude, my upload is having a fucking time, apparently. I apologize. Hopefully things stable out once updates are done being downloaded, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. I don't really... I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. Because, like, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. I haven't had issues with uploads in a long time, so I'll keep an eye on it. But we'll see. Yeah, the bitrate's having a hard time. Oh, it's okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so back to the mousepad story. All right, so I got a glass mouse pad a bit ago, and it's been a bit of a love-hate relationship. Why is your emote naming inconsistent? Capitalized emotes are emotes that are supposed to be attempted to be used, and non-capitalized emotes are emotes that are just meant to replace normal words, because haha funny. I won't be able to stay here the whole time. I gotta go to the baseball game in an hour. Oh, no, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hi, reverse healer. Is that just a DPS? So, mouse pad. So I have a glass mouse pad, and I have a love-hate relationship with it because it kind of eats Teflon feet. And a lot of people are like, well, you know, you're pushing down too hard, or, well, you know, you'll get used to it, or it's cheap to replace the feet, whatever. And maybe it's a texture thing, just because I'm very sensitive to texture. sniffa. Maybe it's a texture thing because I'm sensitive to texture. But when the feet, or maybe it's this specific mouse pad, when the feet wear down, even though it's still not muddy and it's still low friction, it feels like I'm using a piece of paper. Like when I glide my mouse across the top, it feels like I'm gliding on paper, which is really, really hard to describe appropriately, because even though it doesn't have the friction of paper, even though it doesn't like feel like it's resistive like paper, the transmission of texture through the mouse makes it feel like paper. Thank you. So it's been really distracting and awful to use the mouse because of the TISM. I can kind of get away with it if I'm going fast enough and it's not going through my fingertips. But ultimately, I've decided that I don't think glass pads are for me. I don't like the micromanagement. All right, well, fucking. Anything? All right, we should be good. I don't think glass mouse pads are for me. They're just too... they're too maintenance heavy. And it even got to the point that I bought a cleaner to spray the glass mouse pad to apply the paraffin wax on top of it to help with that scratching sensation. And it does help, but it goes away very quickly. Like the wax coating goes away really quickly. And it's just another management thing. So I have decided, unfortunately, that I will be replacing the glass mouse pad with a cloth mouse pad. And I will be going to something that is less of a rough texture than Cordura, which is what I used to use, but more of a harder texture than basic cloth. So I decided that I'm going to go, that I ordered an artisan Hein, or Hien. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. And the purpose for that is that the texture on that particular mouse pad is rougher, but I've never really had an issue with rougher textures on cloth. We'll see. It could ultimately end up being that I need to go from dot skates to full skates again, to reduce that texture transmission. There is a lot of testing that I need to do to get comfortable with it. I also, the PTFE feet that I want to get are out of stock like fucking everywhere, and the only place that have them in stock are at 3 times the cost. So we'll be dealing with that. I'll be trying to figure out how to make things feel a bit better, but yeah, unfortunately the current texture on this one just, it doesn't feel good to use. Now, that being said, I might end up getting other mouse pads and other things and finding out that the texture is even worse and that I've just become more sensitive to it over time. It kind of just is what it is. So, though the glass mouse pads are still very slick, they just don't feel good for me, unfortunately. So, I'll be replacing it. Which, by the way, thanks for the support, guys. Because I did not plan on having to do that, and I didn't want to either. Unfortunately, it really came down to is this affecting your ability to use your mouse comfortably? And I had to say yes. And then because of that, it means that it's going to impact what I'm going to want to stream and how stream works. So I had to bite the bullet and just do it, because there's very few things in my life that I like just buy offhandedly. And it normally needs to be for a valid reason. And this was one of those reasons that I began to feel like using my mouse and using it on this mouse pad was affecting my desire to want to play or do things, which means that it has to be gotten rid of, which sucks. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I might keep it on the back burner in case I, get different mouse skates and put on full skates and then try it again and find out I like it. So it's not gone to waste per se, but it's probably not going to be my main driver. But again, we'll see. So that was part of the stuff that I did the other day. What else? I visited a couple of streams from people who followed me, and that was really fun. I had a number of people who had like 5 or less viewers who were very excited that I came by, and that made me happy. And I tried to stick around for a little bit, but unfortunately moving between stuff and doing things as a streamer and having a bunch of background stuff that I need to do means that I can't really stick around in streams for too long. I did have a very interesting thing of seeing an ex-mod in one of the chats after I left, which was a moment. And then what else did I do? I don't think I really did much else. I did end up getting the new glasses, but they're a little bit weak. So I'm ordering another pair. They're only like $15. They're not too bad. Are they okay? Yeah, they're fine. Do you like math? Kinda like math. What else? I think that's kind of it. I've been very much so relaxing recently. very much so. I'm trying to de-stress from all of the events that I've been working on for the last month and a half. And while I thought I'd be okay. Well, I thought I'd be back to where I should be. It's not quite there yet. I need to keep an eye on myself a little bit and try to get settled back down. That being said, that might also be my fault because I went on a huge social excursion over the last like 3 or 4 days of just being kind of everywhere. So yeah, regulation, doggo self-regulation, not the best. I have the math autism. That's fair. Out of all of the subjects, math and science were by far my favorite. But yeah, so I'm still working on managing myself properly, trying to get back into a rhythm. But I also think it's an improper management. I think I need to sit down and write some stuff and kind of parse all the things that are going on inside and turn them into outside things so I can actually see them. Because one of the things about anxiety I have and all that sort of stuff is that it's very easy to feel but not know the solution to, because I haven't identified what's causing the feeling. So I gotta take a day or take some time to chill out and be productive and maybe turn off the phone for a while. I got new meds for my anxiety, so I feel like doggo. Yeah. I prefer maths over science. I like applied and theoretical science. I like physics. Not a fan of chemistry. Things like geology or meteorology or astrology or anything that it deals with real physical objects are probably my favorite sciences. What's with the no? Oh, the no. You can you can blame the Raiders from Siri, who have basically went, I'm going to adopt you as second streamer. Problem, Cookie, and I don't know what I said. Revelo and Zenith and Birch Banana and Trains. All kind of came in and just went, fuck you, have money. And they kept beating all of the goals that I put on stream. So I put a goal up that's literally just no. Because for the rest of this week, I'm not allowing anyone else to contribute monetarily towards my stream. So I'm just like, no. That's why the goal is 0. Yeah, huh. And they still donated $6. I think those were subs, but yes, they decided that they were probably going to keep doing it anyway. But I didn't give them a target, so took some things away. Yeah. Let's see. Fork. And I didn't get the thing thrown at me. It broke. Hang on. I knew my tits would break. Fucking knew it. Hang on 1 second. I have to do like a process to reconnect it. Okay. Now I gotta test it again. Chat, what if we got him an even bigger tungsten cube? Well, I don't have a tungsten cube right now. I just have the tungsten ball, which was still like $100 purchase for that. And yes, I do keep my tungsten ball near my stream. I don't have a PO box, but what I will be doing more than likely is that I will be making a I will probably be making a shelf or something that I'm going to keep all of the gifts from people from Throne and stuff like that on, so that I'm reminded of people's kindness every time I go to stream, and I'm reminded that like people are memes. Although I do think this is starting to oxidize slightly. Probably, well, or my oil is eating at the metal, but yeah. So we have that. Wait, I need to get money. I'm gonna buy him the big one, the like $4,000 cube. Please don't. A $4,000 tungsten cube would feed me for 20 months. So let's not do that. Let's just feed dog for like almost 2 years. If we do that, I don't have to worry about food costs. No notes. Stop that. That's gonna be heavy. Yeah, it's gonna be like 100 pounds. Okay, maybe not 100 pounds, but at least like 50. Tungsten's fucking dense. What if 4K and a cube? Yeah, but then that's just $8,000, and that's enough to like finish off the entirety of my house. Do you have desk room for the cube? No. So, question, potential, answer. Okay, 8K in a cube? Yeah, okay, I guess that'd be fine. But I'm only saying that because I don't think anyone would actually do it. I'm not that big yet. If I was like much bigger, I would I would legitimately have to be careful about the things that I send. No, seriously though. Can you imagine if someone like Queso was reading chat and someone went, yeah, 8K in a cube, and they went, yeah, sure. And then you just start hearing ding, 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 ding. You in the USA? Because shipping shit might be difficult at the moment. I am in the US, yes. Do not underestimate rich people. Yeah, but people are rich. People are rich because they spend money wisely, I hope. God, I hope. You know, and spending money wisely means not blowing it on an internet dog. Shipping a large 100-pound cube. It's not that bad. It'd be under... It would be under... I think it'd be under $100 in freight shipping. It depends on how you get it shipped. Some of the things that we're looking at for the batteries for the solar array that I was going to get were 200 and something pounds. And they were about 200 to 400 for freight shipping. Actually getting there. Oh, yeah, no, it's not that bad. People ship 100-pound objects, 100-pound plus objects all the time. Unless you're talking... Jesus, that's a big number. Like UPS and USPS kind of has gone to shit for all the new shipping memos. Oh, you probably mean memes. Oh, okay. You're an absolute menace. Oh, Pudsey, what are you doing? Are you being a problem child again? I honestly don't know what I'm going to do today. I've kind of debated maybe going on Overwatch Rivals. I was watching somebody yesterday and they were playing Apex, and I kind of got the itch to play Apex again, and then I realized that every time I install Apex, I basically uninstall it like 3 days later, so I'm not going to do that. I solved... Wait, that's a different mod... Yeah, I have 2 models. One of them is redeemable. So... this is Skrunkle mode. This is my April Fool's model that I had this year. That I did for the entire... Pretty sure I did it the entire stream. Oh, thanks for the comfy. Yeah. It's not my model. It is a customizable model that I just kind of made to look a bit like me. But yeah, it's got its own like toggles and stuff, which is where the cheapest the cheapest rewards come from. Eventually my upload will stabilize at some point. And it is funny because I think when I do my 2.0 stuff, since I am going to be transitioning to, I'm going to be staying as 2D, that I could make it a redeem to do the 1.0 model. Do you use console ever? I used to play a little bit on Switch. I used to play a little bit on Switch, but currently no. The last time I used a console, I think was PlayStation 3 days. So somewhere before 2011, which was 15 years ago. Wait, when did the PS4 come out? Hang on. $2013. And I definitely didn't get one of those, so wasn't really memeing. I just noticed shipping down here in the US has gone to shit. Like, it's taken forever to get stuff shipped out. Yeah. United States Postal Service is probably being hit the hardest, but I think USPS, FedEx, and Amazon are less impacted. I think government shutdown right now, so they're having a hard time with the packages. They can't handle the packages. Guys, he just doxed himself. He's at least 15. Oh, Greg. Buddy. I have said it on stream before. I am somewhere between late 20s and early 30s. But come next birthday, things are gonna change. Numbers and statements and things are gonna be shifted slightly. But yes. Old dog. He's 29. Maybe. We'll see. You're 67? Wait, you're not 82? 92, 1001. Dude, I wish I was 1001. Holy shit. Can you imagine being 1001 and still having this like voice and capabilities and demeanor and shit? I could live for like so many more years. He's at least 3 in dog years. Correct. Oldish dog, but still young in heart, body wise. Probably not so much. Oh, still young in heart, body wise, probably not so much. Yeah. Grown ass man acting like a cat boy. Did you even read my name? Read my name. No, I want to make fun of this one. It's starting to become infrequent now. I just want to make fun of them whenever they show up. Disgusting. Yeah, I know, right? Pancake. It's okay. Yeah, birthday in a couple months. We're probably gonna do a subathon on the birthday week. Poor thing has no soul, must be dead inside. Even trying. You know what's funny that I mentioned that I mentioned people like that, I think like 3 days ago. No. 2 days ago. It was literally the stream before I took Wednesday off. When I was like, yeah, we have this emote for this exact reason. And like, yeah, we haven't had to use it in a while. Which I guess they all left to kick or something. I don't know. But yeah. Most of them are kids. It's fine. I don't give a crap. No, don't. He smells disgusting. The smell is off. Lizard. I think the reason why it doesn't get to me, and I don't know if it's ever gotten to me. Kick the kid. I don't think it ever got to me because I'm like, I always end up being like, dude, like, you gotta be in your, at the latest, your early 20s to actually enjoy rage baiting online. Hi, Fetichism. I'm doing good. How are you doing? You're gonna ban him though? Nah. Person's so insignificant they don't even deserve a ban. Wait, why are you here? No, wait, actually stay. No, stay. No, stay. Stay. Keep upping my CCV. Please. Because the more you, if you stay here, right, and you keep chatting, and you keep engaging with me, and you give me a bigger CCV, it pushes me to more people's recommended section. So, it's okay, you can stay. Horrid, I'm playing League. How many hours do you have on League? Apparently I solved the problem of individually hooking 1,700 pieces by not wanting to individually hook 1,700 pieces of metal. 20,000? Holy shit, that's a lot. You want us to talk more? Oh, oh no, now you're just gonna call me out for being like, huh, lurkers should talk. Oh, that is a lot of hours though. I don't think I have that many hours in any game. I'm very much so the type of person that will play a game for like if it's a repetitive game, probably 100 to 300 hours before I get bored of it. Because most of the time I absorb all the content in that time, and I'm like, okay, I get it. Because I think I'm starting to near that number with Satisfactory, because I don't think I'm going to do a second Satisfactory run. I think I'm probably going to get the... Oh, is that person on console? Nah, no way, right? Please, by all means, bitch more at the void of the stream as the streamer gives you a brief moment of their time before going about their enjoyment of streaming. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What game have you played the most, Fennec? I made essentially a rack out of metal rods, and I put the pieces on that. A rack out of metal rods. For the powder coating process? Dude, is that person actually on console? There's no way people type that slow on PC. That dude's actually gotta be on console. What happened to your model? Oh, it's a channel point redeem. Burgers are Birkin. So, rack of metal rods. Pudsey, if you have a picture of it, can you send it in the media? So that, I can see like how the pieces would go on it. Cause these are the L-shaped beams. Is that right? You're still power cutting all of those? You can watch Twitch on console? I think so. I think you can put it on, I dismantled it, but I will doodle it. Okay, that'll work. I think you can. I think you can. I mean, the consoles have web browsers still, right? Or is it an app thing? Because I remember some consoles like didn't have web browsers anymore because there were so many like people would find exploits in the web browsers to run code at lower level, so they could jailbreak the console through the web browser. PS4 has a browser. Okay. Oh, there are apps. Okay, all right. Well, I mean that makes sense, right? Because the PlayStation 4 and Jesus Christ, the PlayStation and Xbox are they're just computers. Like back in the PS3 and Xbox 360 days, they used to use their own custom CPU architecture, which means they were much more like removed from PC computing. But I think ever since PS4 and Xbox One days, they just put desktop processors in them. Hello, random wolf person. Hello, Icebox. Consoles no longer have browsers because of that exact reason. The 3DS jailbreak was godly. Yeah. Oh god, this song. Oh, hey, you know what? I got a question. All right, dog. I got all the information I need on your kind. Best of luck with everything. All right, Alex, have fun. Thanks for the 5 or 10 minutes of extra viewership. So what are we talking about? Oh, we're just talking about consoles. We just got it. No, what? How did you? Anyway. Yeah, we're just yapping about random shit.
Hello,
Human, it is I, Waluigi. Got an Xbox Series X. Okay, so why did Xbox name their consoles so weird? Like, so the fact of having like 2 current gen consoles just bothers me. You know, like I get PS4 and PS4 Pro because at least the names tell what it is. But Series X and Series S mean nothing to me as somebody from the outside in. How am I supposed to know which one's better or which one is worse? I don't know. That's S and that is X. That one's sharper. Maybe that's the better one. But that one's smoother. Maybe it's got better frame rates. I don't know. Oh, I actually know this. Oh yeah, Greg. At least it's unique. Yeah, there is a bit of a line that you get tough in the naming schemes because you do want them to stand out, but you also don't want them to be like terrible. Like Intel has had such a problem with their naming their CPUs over the last couple of years, I think. Ever since they went like, God, what do they call them? The Core series? Was Game Pass the only thing that Microsoft has ever oh god, wow, I fucked up that one. Why is Game Pass the only thing that Microsoft had over competition? Now $30 a month? That's a good question. I think because maybe the Microsoft games division wasn't given enough autonomy to run the way that they wanted to, and that the Microsoft software major part of the company started taking over. They tried. Okay, so like, okay, I will. Oh no, Xbox's counting thing has always been fucked up. We went 360 to 1. We went Xbox to not Xbox 2 to Xbox 360, and then we went, all right, next one's gonna be 720, haha, and then went no, Xbox One. I'm like, motherfucker, we already had an Xbox One. It was the first Xbox. And then they went, okay, well, how about Series now? And it's somebody needs to be fired. Whoever's leading the like naming division, like for all of their products, they just need to go. They just have to be removed permanently from their position. And like you don't, yeah, you want an iconic naming scheme so people will always like try to remember it. Like PlayStation, okay? PlayStation and Xbox are iconic in their own right. Hello. Are iconic in their own right. Just like fucking, I know numbers are boring, but if you keep iterating on a product, that's exactly what you're doing. Thank you for the super love. Series X provides higher resolution. Series S prevents a bit more stronger graphics. Okay, back in the day. Oh my god. I have to go get ready. I'm in a minute. Have a great rest of your treat. Okay, bye. Bye, problem. Have fun with your baseball game. I don't know if I'm going to be live when you get back, but have fun. Back in the day, PlayStation had released more consoles than them. Xbox found out that, and the people... Oh, yep. Higher number equal better platforms. So between the Xbox 2 and the PlayStation 4, you probably pick the higher number. So Xbox decided to ditch the numbers and do with something else. Although what they went with was dumb. Yes. Yes. And I hate that. You're right. Because they did the... AMD did the same thing with graphics cards. And it's actually funny that this is coming up again. Because we just talked about it like this week. With companies just being like... Make bigger number than competition. Oh, you get the 4000 series from NVIDIA. What about the 9000 series from AMD? And it's... I wish it didn't work, because then companies would stop doing it. Put the bad drawing in the media. Bye, problem. Have fun with the game. Well, you see, it was named the Xbox One at the time before that E3 presentation got nuked into hell. They wanted the Xbox One to be the one thing you need for both gaming and media. Yeah, but I feel like this is one of those things about artists sitting in a room in their own box. You know what I mean? Like, as an artist, one of your greatest tools is talking to other people or getting other input to just be like, that's fucking terrible. That's why we have focus groups. We have so many things to prevent shit from like that from happening. But also, your focus group needs to consist of people that are actually like relatively engaged with the product. You know, you don't put a person who's used to testing wine tastes in a room for shirt like logos. Sadly, PlayStation may win the war, but at what cost? Xbox is making one more console. It's a sad thing to hear. Yeah, it did fuck up. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, because like, what was it in the mid 90s before the original Xbox was released? Was it just PlayStation and Nintendo? I mean, I know Sega was around for a little bit, but fucking, or the Dreamcast, but I mean, come on, let's be real. Also, I think Xbox is going to be gone soon because it's too expensive now that even Target isn't selling them. I heard that that's an internet rumor, and that Target, people at Target, like who work at Target, are like, no, we're still putting on the shelves, but I'm not entirely sure. Sony was alone. Hi, Sin. 13 months, let's go. Hey, buddy. Nintendo was family friendly in the 90s. Yeah. Isn't Xbox making a handheld called the Ally or something? Yeah, well, no. God, I hate this. So Xbox basically hired out and went, make us a thing. And Asus went, okay, here's your thing. And then Xbox just took a logo and smacked the ass of the handheld and went, that's ours now. And was like, here's our Xbox. And people are like, that's not how this works, motherfucker. Xbox is going down. We're fixing to go down with a bang. Yeah, it's an ROG with an Xbox logo. Yeah, it's so bad. What's up, Sen? Because, like, PlayStation made a handheld, and people were like, holy shit, PlayStation's going to get back in the handheld space. And then PlayStation just made a Android handheld, whose entire purpose was to stream from your existing console. It's not necessarily a bad product, but it is not what people thought the product was going to be. I miss the 360 days. I miss the DS days. Your first VA deposit came in? Wow, that was fast. Well, fast from the message that you sent. Holy shit. Hey, that's awesome, dude. I know it's not as much as you and I both wanted, but that's still awesome. I'm glad after, fuck, dude, what, like a year and a half of fighting that you finally get it. Xbox RG seems cool. I mean, it is cool. How expensive is it? Oh, the handheld? Very expensive. The only one worth getting is $1,000. It's $999. And I think the other one, because of course they have two, like X and S or fucking whatever. The other one is, I believe, the same capability of the Steam Deck at twice the cost. So I think it was like $700, somewhere around there. It's no PSP or PS Vita. Yeah, exactly. It's no. I miss the fucking actual handheld days, guys. Xbox Zero. And actually, I mean, yeah, out of all their naming conventions, that wouldn't be bad. It's 0 calorie Xbox. I told my boss that I'm stepping down as a manager and going to take part-time once I finish coaching one of my coworkers to take my place. Yeah, let's go. That's awesome, dude. I'm happy. I'm happy for you, man. I miss the days of Nintendo. I do too. I got a 3DS I think earlier this year or in the middle of this year, and something inside of my brain, guys, something inside of my brain. I haven't seen my inner child in a very long time because of, well, welcome to adulthood. But when I opened it up and I opened that 3DS for the first time, my entire consciousness was just teleported back to when I was a kid, standing at a Best Buy, holding one of the 3DSs that was like locked to one of the showcases and being like, this is the coolest thing I've ever held. And we don't get that anymore because everything is a fucking black rectangle. Everything is a black rectangle, and it's either a black rectangle with a controller on either side of it or a black rectangle that hooks into another black rectangle with a controller. It's like, oh, there's no innovation nowadays. There's no new experiences. I will say, in general, the Switch was an innovation. I think the Switch was a massive like industry opener to have mobile big handheld stuffs with good power. Sure, awesome, amazing, great. What the fuck? Because I remember the day, okay, that when the Switch came out, I think a month or two after its launch, Nintendo was like, don't worry, we will continue to support the DS and the DS ecosystem. This is just our portable mainstream console. And I laughed my ass off because I went, no, you're not. Because you have mobile console and better mobile console. And your mobile console required proprietary code execution. And your other mobile console is x86 based and is way easier for developers to make games for. No way in fucking hell are you going to maintain the DS, and I was right. I was 100% correct. The PS startup sound was like meeting God. Yeah. Finding the original music player, dude, the original Xbox UI was amazing. It was amazing. Fuck, even the PlayStation 3's UI was really cool. Like the weird like flowing glass in the background with the semi-transparent things that were very clean. It was in a column and rows, man. One row with columns that you could go through. Dude, it's just everything has been so like homogenized, right? Everything has been so homogenized. Everything looks the same. Everything feels the same because companies are like, if we do something too different, no one will buy our products. We have to do everything else. We have to do the same thing everyone else does. This is the reason why we've just been getting the same fucking movies for the last 5 to 10 years. We've been getting the same video games for like the last 5 to 10 years. No one in any major company anymore is doing anything that breaks the mold because my profits in stocks, my investors, they be so angry. No, we have to do the same fucking thing over and over and over again, and you will like it. I am... I miss whimsy, man. I miss my whimsy, okay? I miss my funny holding shaped N64 controller, right? I miss my low resolution fucking Harvest Moon game. I miss so much that corporate greed hadn't gotten their fingers into. Gaming has just fucking sucked for so long, except for like indie devs. Thank God for indie devs, dude. Thank God for indie devs. Thank God for human passion and like 3 people making Silk Song. You know what I mean? Like it's, I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh, yes. Companies are greedy. Xbox Legends. Also, I saw Sin's comment about where was it? Why is it gotta be black? Which for those who are unaware, Sin's black. And every single time I ever see Sin make a comment about anything like color-based, white or black, it makes me chuckle because I don't know what level of color humor goes into it, but I just assume all of it all the time. Creativity's bad, okay? Can't have creativity, bad for the company. Yeah. Dude, like, the fact that we haven't had a Bad Company game in like over a decade and a half or something like that, when everyone was like, we loved Bad Company, we want to give you money for this game, and EA is just like, yeah, we don't know how to do it again, so we're just gonna not. Something's gonna break. Probably have to go. It's okay, Fox. Thanks for hanging out. Something's gonna break at some point. We can't keep doing this. We can't keep nickel and diming people. Okay, bye, eyes. Thanks for hanging out. Because let's face it. If you try to maximize profit and minimize expense, you're maximizing income and minimizing labor, which means people just straight up don't have jobs. If you are a game company and you only release skins for your game and you don't do any real major game updates, then you can basically fire every single person except for the 3D modelers that work on your skins. That's it. So you can end up having like 4 or 5 people who are on rotation working on one of their projects, one of their skin projects, and you could just rotate through that shit, sell it for $20 to $30, make a shit ton of bank, and just go to the next person. Which means you end up having an entire potential workforce just out of work. AKA what's been happening for like 6 or 7 years. Yeah, basically since COVID to a degree. Like, there's been so much product optimization because let's face it, we're kind of where we are as a species right now. We're kind of at a standstill. And what I mean by this is that we have had computers for a very long time. 20, 25, 30 years, right? We've had computers, and you know, 30 years ago they weren't as mainstream. So let's say like the last 15 years or so, we've been pretty good about having PCs. We've been pretty good about having phones. But there's only so far you can take a medium before it's just at the end of that medium, right? Like you can, there's a big leap in what you can do when you go to, oh, Discord GG. There's a big leap in what you can do from 2D graphics to 3D graphics. But once you're at 3D graphics, you start getting this like parabola. Like you end up not being able to do very much to make it better. Exclamation point Discord GG, no dot. That'll get you the link. So we're kind of in end game now. People don't really need better graphics. People don't really need better graphics cards. People don't really need better processors. People, for the things that a lot of people are doing, are perfectly content with like the quality of graphics that came out in like 2014 to like 2018. Like there's nothing of a massive leap outside of that. And fuck what Nvidia tries to sell you. Fuck what game companies try to sell you. You don't need path tracing, okay? You don't need ray tracing. You don't need massively computationally expensive graphic like illumination technologies. You just don't need it, because you, for the most part, in a lot of games that you're going to end up playing, you're not even going to fucking see it. It's like buying $3,000 garnish for your bowl of ice cream. It's not really that applicable. So you end up in a situation where game companies and just the industry as a whole are like, look at my shiny new product, look at my shiny new products, and people are like, okay, that's cool, don't really need it. So now what people are doing, or now what companies are doing, is they're trying to continue to develop stuff, but expend the least amount of money they can internally because there's nowhere to fucking go. We're done. We're done. We don't have any new inputs, right? We're not having any massive new adoption of new types of controllers. We're not adopting 3D monitors as a mainstream. There's nothing left in the medium. We have a flat black screen in front of us and a keyboard and a mouse, and that is it. So there's no development to have happen, right? The technologies in games can change. The last thing that we can do is make games less loading screens, like make them bigger or make them more immersive or make them more reactive. But that's not graphics. That's low level, like, processing, right? That's not make things on screen prettier. That's make experiences within games better, which AI can maybe help with, but AI is not nearly close enough of just taking over a game save file and running all of the dialogue for all the people you talk to. We don't have anything anymore. The shooter game that you played fucking 7 years ago is still the exact same shooter game you're playing now. You hold right click, you ADS through a fucking red dot, and then hit left click and person die. That's it. It's been the same shit for like a fucking decade, which is fine because, you know, kids grow up, right? You know, you have a 3-year-old that becomes a 13-year-old and they want to play their shooter games and it's the first time for them. Totally fine. I get that. Even the pets. But there's nothing new. We haven't had a mass adoption of any new type of thing in a very long time. And we tried to do that with VR. And let's be completely honest, VR has turned into a social item that is used for either minor business adventures and displaying things in a 3D space so it can be more easily rationalized, or just social, because its overall game use has just not been adopted by the industry because the prices are not feasible for most people. It's a niche and nuanced product and not applicable to a mass audience. So it stopped getting support. It is literally the PS Vita. That's it. VR is like the PS Vita or porn. Yeah, I mean, yeah, social experiences too, which can overlap into that. But dude, it's not being used. It's not being adopted. And maybe it's us as consumers that, you know, we can't do it. But I also think it's just, we don't, like, maybe tinfoil hat, but we don't have fucking money anymore. Like, no, the PS Vita was awesome, but it didn't have support from developers, so it just kind of fizzled out. As a technological standpoint and hardware, PS Vita is fucking awesome. And it's still, even to this day, it's awesome, especially for like emulation and stuff like that. But like, dude, we're broke, man. We have Apple out here trying to sell fucking Vision Pros for thousands of dollars, while the Meta Quest is having a hard time getting adopted for $300. We just don't have money to spend on new types of experiences that aren't going to be well supported out of the gate. No one's going to spend hundreds of dollars on a product, use it, and have 4 things to do because the whole industry is so afraid of adopting new things that no one does it in the first. It is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Hello. We don't make new games or thank you, or hi, sorry, I thought you were petting. We don't have new games, we don't have new experiences, we don't have new movies, we don't have new shit because companies are afraid of making new things, and consumers aren't going to buy things without investment into those things or the ecosystem behind them. And companies don't want to invest in the ecosystem because they don't want to lose the money on investing into them. So you just end up having this shit of, here's a new thing. Cool. What can I do with it? Nothing. Why? Well, because no one wanted to develop for it.
It's almost time for
it's
dogs
like,
hourly payment using your eyeballs.
I blame line goes up mentality. By the way, hi Franzi. I don't think it's the fault of the technology. Nah, we just don't have like we're just screens. You know what I mean? Like let's use thank you for the fault. Let's just use screens as a thing, right? And even let's use screens as an example. The screens we have nowadays can rival the clarity of the human eye. Literally Apple and their whole retina thing, right? Where back like 20 years ago, it was not that case. So we had that path to go down, right? The resolution path. We're there now. What, like, screens can't change that much. It is still a 2D image in front of us that looks as clear as we can get it. So what did companies do? Are you my dog? I'm everyone's dog. What did companies do? Well, we'll make the refresh faster. Okay, now we have 400 fucking hertz screens. What do we do now? Because graphics cards can't drive that. We'll make HDR. We'll make it bright in certain spots. Okay, cool. Now we can replicate like specular highlights and shit. What now? Dude, I don't know, man. It's a fucking plastic thing in front of you that's meant to replicate life. We can only go so far. We're kind of there. It's the same thing with phones. What do we do with phones? Well, it's a black rectangle with a screen that is close enough to representing life that we can't make it any better. What do we do now? I don't know. Add more cameras. So we added more cameras. We have the technology. We're just stuck behind the boardrooms and stock markets. Remove that. Remove profit. We could see a boom. I kind of 50-50 with you on that. I think you were right in the aspect of taking out people who are afraid of risk could give us new products because there's more risk. Like they're not as risk adverse. But at the same time, some of the products we already have, I think, have their ultimate form, right? You know what I mean? Like companies are trying to take Super Saiyan Blue Goku and just add new shit onto him. It's like at some point we're at the end. There's nothing left, okay? You can't do anything else. The screen it looks like real life, okay? Unless you start figuring out some crazy 4D weird ass technology to make it more like real life, then it just looks like real life. And even if you can do that, now you have to get other people to adopt that standard. Do you know how long it's been since HDR has been out and we still don't have very good HDR content? Or for that matter, decent HDR screens? Because companies just slap a label of HDR on the side of the box. People go, oh my God, it's HDR. And they don't actually understand the like range of HDR. So they get it and they think, wow, HDR sucks. Like, oh my God, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. I remember when Nvidia tried to make 8K happen, but the only screens that could even utilize it were TVs, and those were expensive as fuck back then. So it got real back to 4K. Yeah, do you remember when PlayStation, I'm pretty sure they did this. Do you remember when PlayStation 5 or something like that had like 8K compatibility or 4K gaming or something like that? And everyone was like, there's no fucking shot you're running 4K at 60 FPS. And then it was like removed from marketing on the side of the packages. Price is a huge factor. Remove the damn price and you'll see more of us get. Yeah. Price is a big factor. The lower you have the price, the easier it is for consumers to adopt something that they don't think is going to be long-term supported. And then if you have a massive adoption of a product that doesn't have a lot of long-term support, then when you add something to it, there's a huge kickback because a lot of people have the product, but you need to get the product into their hand in the first place. And price is a huge barrier to entry to that. Price is raised because dumb people and boards want profit that kill a company. Yeah, exactly. Oh, thanks for the follow. I finally got the heart. Yes. And like, dude, number go up is legitimately killing things. Like, so much. There's this thing about like Google trying to be more profitable or something like that. And people being like, dude, you have half of the fucking planet or more in your data analytics portfolio. What else do you want? There is a finite amount of money in this planet that you can have. There is no more up for the line to go. You're at the top of the up. Stop. For the love of God, stop. Or for that matter, HDR support on Windows or like Linux. Yeah, exactly. I think you and I are having a completely different conversation, but that's okay. I think we are. Until more money is printed, yeah. It's people with a lot of money playing games with their a lot of money to try to get even more money, where we've kind of hit the top. You know what I mean? This is why the AI thing is being so aggressively targeted by companies, because I told you guys there's nothing else we can do. We did the things. We have the 3D games, right? We like, there needs to be a new market created, essentially, for people to experience, for human beings to do things. You know what I mean? There needs to be a new market. And that new market that everyone is chasing after right now, it's just straight up AI technology. Because the first person that can crack AGI, make line go way the fuck up.
Pay for dogs' food, though.
So everyone is trying to do it. And we're just sitting here as consumers like, I don't want any of this shit. And companies are like, no. You're fine. It's fine. Long-term goals. It's fine. You'll get used to it. We'll make it better. You'll get used to it. You'll want it. Because we need our line to go up in the future when we make it better. So get used to it. I hate that AI gets shoved into everything that is not a single customer asked for, even the AMD CPU. Oh my God, yeah. The whole thing about like people ripping on AMD for putting AI in their it's like, I don't know how many people were alive for this, but do you guys remember when HD became a thing? Like 720 and 1080? Do you guys remember when that became a thing? And it was just on fucking everything, dude. Everything had HD on it. HD audio, HD fucking monitor. Like, it was on everything. Things that didn't need HD had, dude, we started putting it on fucking like physical windows. And I mean windows, I don't mean the software. I mean the thing you put in your goddamn wall. They were putting HD on it to be like, it's high def, it's super clear, like it's super high definition, like everything outside, there's no glare, it's HD. It's like, I'm gonna do things that aren't safe to say because TwitchOS. Like, just like, it could also be HD that is high density. Yeah, but that's not what the marketing teams were using it for. Like, that's not what it was used for. It was like, it was often put next to like clarity reasons on shit and like put on the side. It's just, oh my God. Yeah, I believe that high density like class could be a thing, but holy shit, dude. Knocks a hole in the wall. Look at my HD window. Can't even smudge it. Exactly. And now it's just AI. It's just that all over again. Like, dude, the amount of people were like, it's AI, like AI inside or some shit like that. And it's like, you mean an algorithm? It's like, no, it's got AI. And it's like, no, it's an algorithm. You don't have any like proper neural network processing in your fucking blender, okay? You don't have AI in your blender. You have an algorithm in your blender. Shut the fuck up. Algorithmic intelligence. It's a buzzword, so every company's gonna use it until it dies, and it just won't. Yeah, AI is a goddamn cockroach. Also, Krusty Bird Toast is a hilarious fucking name. I remember 5.1 surround was the go-to, but 7.1 was like way too much, and now it's a 5.1 HD sound. Like, what the fuck? 5.1 has always been HD. It just had more channels. Yeah. Oh God. At least I think they broke away from that and went hi-fi. Like, they went to high fidelity. But still, like, it's just fucking everywhere. It used to be in like all of the graphics processors. I don't know if it ever made its way into CPUs, but honestly, if you told me that someone somewhere made a CPU like code name or CPU product name that had HD in it, I would just literally just not be surprised at all. I still hate smart technology. Oh, I do too. Because it's like it's got to be the millennials. Like the millennials in sort of the start of Gen Z has gone through the technology boom and has kind of seen from where we were to where we're going, the slow, methodical, like psychological manipulation of companies to get people used to screens. Like a great example of this. Do you guys remember, like, what was it, the Echo or whatever from Amazon? And then Amazon was like, introducing Echo, but with a screen. Because you can, like, do shit with it now. And most people were like, yeah, dude, I'm not giving you another way to serve me ads. Fuck off. Because if it has a screen on it, the ads will come. Whether you want it to or not, if it has a screen on it, the ads will come. Windows is a great example of that. Do you remember back in the day when you installed Windows and you had Windows software? And then, like, what was it, 7 or 8 came out and it started just like including Candy Crush? Like, it fucking, excuse you, why are you putting Candy Crush on my Windows operating system? Oh, right, because ads and you got paid to. Cool, great, awesome. I can't wait for my branded fucking like rims on the car. I can't wait to buy a car and have it look like a fucking NASCAR vehicle because of the amount of goddamn stickers that companies have just paid you money for to include on the vehicle when I purchase it. And that now I have to go buy some other company's sticker removal product from Amazon that I'm getting ads for on the center display of my car that I bought, by the way, so I can remove the goddamn stickers from my car. Like, the dystopian cyberpunk memes were not meant to be a fucking guidebook. For the love of God, leave me alone. I hate this timeline, dude. Ah! They even have Technicolor. Oh, that's old. We don't need another vector for ads. We don't need another vector to be spied on. We don't need another vector for corporations to worm their way into controlling aspects of your life. We don't need everything as a service. Please. I don't want my groceries to be as a service. I don't want to have to subscribe to getting groceries, please. I don't want my water subscription service. I don't want my air filter subscription service because our fucking climate has gotten so bad that if I don't pay for it, I will literally just get a disease and die. Oh. I'm kind of glad that my current PC can't run Windows 11, as Windows 11 is even worse with advertisements and bloat. Yeah, everything is telemetry. The internet will know what you like. Or at least Google will. Dude, the companies, like, legitimately, I think companies have more just straight raw data on human beings than governments would ever be legally allowed to have. Like 100%. The amount of shit private companies know about you would make the government blush. As a matter of fact, fucking fact, like this year or last year, the government got put on trial for buying personal information from a third party that farmed it. Like the NSA was buying data from data brokers to get around the restrictions placed on the government from harvesting data from their population. What have we become, dude? What has happened? Friend has a cheap-ass Xiaomi phone that he gets its ads and settings. I signed up for the extra Windows 10 updates, but I really don't like how Windows is upgrade. It's not a request. Can't upgrade, buy a new computer. Oh, my phone knows me better than I do. I'll get ads for water or food when I need to eat or drink. That's fucking crazy. And you know what? If you dude, like, people are like, wow, that's wild. I wonder how that happened. Hey, fun fact, probably DoorDash or any other food ordering subscription service on your phone that tracks the times in which you order food and watches, thank you for the follow, and watches your like rhythms and habits of what time of the day you order food. So it could be like, oh, it's 3 o'clock. You like to order food around this time. Hey, let me give you ads in your Google AdSense for DoorDash. So you can go to your DoorDash app that I know you have installed on your Google phone because I've recorded it because of your Google account, so that you can go to that company and get some food and buy it through the app so we can get our 30% cut from all of transactions within apps. Ha 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 ha! Hi, Maddie. I'm losing my goddamn mind. Haha. No, I don't order food. I don't know if that makes that better or worse. I just... Every now and then I go on one of these rants. Normally it's like a month or 2 months at a time. But you get me on one of these and I just fucking... It's so bad. It makes it 1,000 times worse. Yeah. Oh yeah, and don't even get me started if you're a woman. Oh god, yeah. Just companies straight up tracking your cycle. Companies straight up tracking your cycle better than you ever could. And targeting you for ads when your cycle starts for specific products. What happened? I heard the bit sound, but no one gave me a bit. Okay. I will until I get my new PC. I'm considering either switching to Linux or debootting the Windows 11. There are definitely like debootер tools for Windows 11 for sure. That's what I was considering if I had to upgrade to 11, but right now I'm just staying on 10. Those are a lot of feels. Like, I get fucking water ads. What the fuck is that? Oh god, pay for water. What? Pay for water? You mean that thing that we've been drinking for like our entire existence? Pay for water. No! For that reason, I won't ever use technology to track anything about my body aside from sleep. There is nothing wrong with an analog calendar and color-coded diet. Oh, God. It's so bad. Because all I can think of, like we're getting to the point in technology where I think about how funny this would be if it was, like, on a television show of like your Ring security cameras watching everything you do and also keeping an eye on that analog chart that you use, trying to figure out how you use your analog calendar in the background on your Ring camera, processing that data through a large language or a machine learning product to figure out how people use their calendars and just outputting, oh, it's a period tracking calendar. Like, it's I hate being a software engineer because I can see it. You know what I mean? Like, I've been there. I've made things. I know what technology can actually do when given enough processing power, and it's fucking awful. It's obscene. And then there's shit that even I couldn't even think about. Like, Wi-Fi tracking you in your house. Which is a real thing, by the way. Water, real water, only 99 euro dollars per gallon. Contact your local dealer. Yeah, and fun fact, that was an introductory fee, and I think that was also like not guaranteed to be real water or some shit like that. There's a whole I saw that, and there was a little asterisk, and I brought it up on stream. I think you were there for that. I brought it up on stream to read out what the asterisk was, and it was awful. It was like new customers only on the first purchase. Also, something. Oh yeah, that. Yeah, the Wi-Fi thing. Yeah, the people who are like, see, I told you I wasn't a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist. It is real. And then people going, oh no, that's not good. The worst thing is I live in Switzerland. We just drink tap water, so getting ads for water is insane. Are they Swiss-based ads? It is real. Oh yeah, no, it is. Yeah, it absolutely is. I've only seen snippets from Windows 11, but when you get advertisements in your start menu, it's just gone too far. I love that gone too fart is both a way of describing, you know, a typo for being gone too far, but also gone like too shit, like gone to, it's too fart now, it's too bad. We've gone from small toots to massive rips, and everything is just smelly. Everything is fucking smelly. And like this is what happens when we have such a massive disparity between like specialized technologies and startups. Advertisers are like farts. If you have to force it, it's shit. That is very true. It's very true. Some are Swiss-based ads and some are American or UK. I see. Okay. God, I hope the water ones are United States. Just leave. We're a fucking mule for everything that is wrong with money. Just let's at least be the only one. Ugh.
Hello, Mario.
Don't even get me started on dark patterns, man. Ione. Don't even get me fucking started on dark patterns. Dude, the cycle, like, I had one moment in my life where someone said something about dark patterns and started giving examples for it, and my fucking third eye opened. And I have never blinked since. And it is terrifying. Like, because I started looking at things and going, how can this be psychologically manipulating me to do something at the company's benefit? You know what I mean? Infinite scrolling is a dark pattern. You know what? Like, infinite scrolling is a dark pattern. Buying things and getting extra, so when you buy something, you have a little bit left over, that's a dark pattern, right? Turning real money into virtual money, so when you spend it, it doesn't feel like you're spending real money, that's a dark pattern. Like, they're fucking everywhere. Constantly. Everywhere. The fact that the cancel button on the like the if you're doing something that a company doesn't want you to do, the cancel is a big blue button that is very obvious, and then the continue anyway is a small text in the bottom left that's like font smaller and difficult to see. That's a dark pattern, right? The taking away the X button that's in the top right hand corner of basically every part of the windows that a software makes, except for the like update or payment windows, so it's harder for you to leave. That's a fucking dark pattern. They are everywhere. I literally just posted something on Twitter the other day about Discord on mobile flashing the fucking subscription nitro button when you hide the text bar. That's a fucking dark pattern. Putting the nitro button immediately next to text input so you might accidentally click on it and go, I need to renew or give it to someone. That's a fucking dark pattern. They're legitimately everywhere. The drops, air quotes, in Twitch are just glorified advertisements. The achievement things that happen on Discord, those quests are glorified advertisements. They're fucking everywhere. And they just keep putting new names and new features on shit and then putting it in front of you and being like, well, it's fine because it's different than anything else that we've done. And it's like, no, motherfucker, those are still ads. You're just rewarding me with a recolor of something that took one of your artists literally 15 minutes to do. Just. Ugh. Oh my God. It all sucks. Everything sucks. You watched Soviet Womble's video? I might have. I don't recall. I watched the whole thing on dark patterns from not College Humor. God, the green box, green game box cartoony animated thing that often talks about economics behind video games and shit like that. I think was the first time I was ever introduced to it. Mobile ads in general. No, not Newgrounds. No, it's a channel on YouTube. I just can't remember the name off the top of my head. Yeah, mobile ads in general are awful. Oh, dude, and just The AI regurgitated content. Or honestly, just the extra credits. That's the name of the channel. And honestly, just the fucking straight up theft. And not even like, haha, parody theft. I mean, straight theft for like mobile ad companies or just ads in general. Mousy had one where she posted like, yeah, I didn't consent to this. And you're just straight up stealing shit from me. And I was like, well, tough shit. We come from China. Have fun having any sort of litigation go through. When I was a kid, there were halfway decent mobile games that would be on the rise at the top of slot. And now it's just all slot. Oh yeah, no. Because what they figure, because everything is super accessible on phones. And if it's super accessible, it's a super accessible way for them to get money. Like there used to be legitimate mobile ports. A great example of this is Slay the Spire, and I think it was mobile first anyway, but old mobile, which was Plague Inc. Right? And now it's the other way around, dude. Now we're getting video games on PC that are ports from mobile. And it's like, what has happened? All of these games are ad platforms and hand warmers. Yeah, or crypto gambling, or just gambling in general, or just fucking gotcha games, or like boy howdy, I love giving people money that I worked really hard to get, only for them to flip me off and give me a fucking like a pebble instead of a gold nugget. Wow, I love my collection of pebbles. Oh, the dopamine hit. I got a gold nugget. Obviously, all of those pebbles I got were now worth it. It's getting to the point, like that sort of shit is feeding on an extra bad part of human psychology that is just literally addiction. It's gone past sort of like, ooh, hand wavy, you should play our game. Ooh, dark patterns too. Hey, we're just gonna put shit in video games now that tinkle your monkey brain and form habits and form addictions, because fuck you. If we could feed you through the screen to get you addicted to our game, we would. Oh. The thing where ads show one thing you would do. Okay. Let me try to read this because my eyes are getting squinty. I don't get started on mobile ads. The EU made it illegal for them to show something that isn't even in the game, but companies don't care about it. Out there just pumping them out every second. Yeah. I love that. The ones that they do like, oh dude, like porn games are the worst at this, because they'll show you like this crazy flashy sequence or whatever, and then you look at the actual gameplay and it's literally just a fucking Bejeweled clone or some shit like that. The thing where ads show one thing and then you would go download the game and it's completely different. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, exactly. I love Plague Inc. on my phone back in the day. Oh, Plague Inc. was awesome. Dude, that like background song on the main screen, I think is one of those like nostalgia triggering events. Same kind of like with Lost Woods from like Legend of Zelda and stuff. That was such an iconic mobile game. I got Plague Inc. on Steam back when. Yeah, because they brought it over onto PC. YouTube demonizes the Venom twerking. Meanwhile, I occasionally see ads that are sponsored of almost. Yeah, right? What? It's like they gave up trying to police them because they just make more accounts and do it anyway. And then they only police the stuff they think they can police, which ends up hurting people who are just pointing at all the shit they don't like. Why not that? They're hand warmers because they're harvesting your data or something and use a ton of power on your device. Oh, I see what you're saying. There's some kind of gotcha skin in League where you pay $500 is for its dumb. Off topic. Have you ever played Subnautica? I haven't. I love the game. Yeah, that League skin of like, I think it's like guaranteed at 500 or something like that. Like I think it's supposed to be that it's insane. Like it's an insanely low. Oh God, fuck. What was it? You had to like, someone explained this to me once, but you had to farm drops from boxes and then you had to get enough of the drops to get a currency to buy it, and then it averaged out to be $500, but you can also get like, I don't even remember what it was, but just the fact, it's like Mythics and Apex. The fact that you look at something and it's like you're guaranteed to get it, but if you buy 500 loot boxes and you don't get it, then we'll just give it to you. Like what? The only reason why you're giving me the pity system at 500 is because if you didn't give it to me, no one would fucking buy it because no one would ever get it. Like the pity system at the 500 loot boxes or the 200 loot boxes or whatever literally only exists so that customers can build up to it. Because if it was raw RNG, it would be so infinitesimally fucking small, no one would ever in their right mind hunt it down. They only do it because you put a cap on it. Fuck you. Well, there are people that got the Brazilian waxes on YouTube and show everything and then they don't get demonetized or anything. Yeah. I keep getting ads for this Dark World Survival or whatever it's called, and it's AI generative depicting different things every fucking time. And I was like, what is this actually about? And the reviews point out how the images and advertisements are not even remotely representative of the content. And their response was, well, we're trying to show you the concepts. Jesus Christ. Can you imagine? Can you imagine somebody doing an advertisement for a movie and doing all of like the artwork, like moving artwork, and then you go to watch it and it's live action? Can you imagine? Jesus. Or yes, exactly. Or you could just straight up buy the currency with higher. Oh, okay. So you could just drop $500 because don't drop $500 on a video game. Drop $500 on dog. If you have a problem, I will be your solution. Instead of spending $500 on a virtual skin online that one day will shut down and will be left behind and you will have no access to it, you can give it to your local dog and you can feed him for 2.5 fucking months or more. Please, for the love of God, there are better things to use your money for. I am spending money on you already, but I don't have 500 buckaroos to drown you with. It's fine. Like, I'm not against people spending money on games, you know? I'm not against it. If you've legitimately played like League of Legends for 500 hours and you haven't spent a lot of money on it and you're like, I want to buy this, I would look at you and go, fuck it. That's $1 an hour, right? It works out. But fuck, man, dude, not a lot of people are like that. The things were only in the game for 2 weeks, then you can't get them again. And they always do it when it's payday for people. No, you don't get it directly. You still have to gamble for it. Yeah. Remember when EA said loot boxes are surprise mechanics? I would say that's insane. Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah. Because they were trying to get around regulations or some shit like that. I feel like ever since YouTube started doing this with other sites or games are doing the same, it's kind of how Roblox is planning on. Oh, God, Jesus Christ. I'm not going to touch the Roblox thing with like a 10-foot pole. Fuck that. They had Fallout Shelter style gameplay ads, and then they've Builder style gameplay ads, and then there was a tower defense ads, and I'm trying to convince that the game isn't real, and I'm not downloading to find out. Yeah, it's literally just a virus. It's a legal virus, but it's a virus. I've spent maybe like $100 and 20,000. Oh, hang on one moment. I forgot I unplugged something. Oh God. Oh God. Oh my God. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Okay. $100 and 20,000 hours on a league. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But there is a threshold of like, I'm gonna spend $20,000 on a league. I'm gonna be like, haha, no, you don't. Like, I think the threshold is about $1,000. Like, if you have 1,000 hours on a game and you're like, I'm gonna drop $1,000 on it, I'd be like, ooh. I wouldn't recommend that, but I wouldn't also say no because you've spent a lot of time playing it. But the second you get over that, it starts getting like, okay, maybe don't. Dog, what happens if I redeem the Perma VIP while I have temp? It just makes you Perma. That's all. Like, you don't, the badge just stays. Oh.
Are you ready?
Oh, okay then. Wow. All right. Hey, here's something you guys haven't seen in a while. Wow, good job, Knight. Welcome to the Perma VIP Club. Guess what? We get to raise the cost of Perma VIP now. Oh, man, dude, I put so much work into this fucking redeem. God, this took so long to make. I had to do it though, because this is such a hell of a redeem. I'm also glad it worked. Whee! Yay! Congrats, Knights. Welcome to the Perma VIP Club. I gotta add your name to a list. I'm gonna put you on a list. Oh well, 2.5 months. Holy shit. That also means though that other people will now be eligible in any spots that you would take up for VIP ship. So what that means basically is that, for example, if Knight was the most frequent chatter, the most frequent chatter, then I would actually go to the next person down. So, damn, let's go. All right, let me grab your name. I'm just gonna put it in a file so I keep it. There we go. Roblox going public was a mistake. Yes. If you see yourself playing a game in the future, then go ahead and buy it. You'll get your use out of it. I mean, that's true too. Oh, neat. I mean, I didn't make it more expensive in time. Well, I know I won't get it all now. Yeah. Well, I don't know. It depends on how many other people are going to be able to get it. Dog is glowing. Yes. After the Perma VIP, I'm about to be cooked because of my graphics card. But after the Perma VIP, the glow stays on. So when other people come in, they're like, "Why are you glowing?" It's because someone got Perma VIP, which is a pretty big event because it's like hundreds of thousands of channel points. Currently 5K. Yeah, it would take a while, Francie. All right. Time to go to... Oh, is it... Wait, where... Hang on a moment. I'll just do this because I know I can get there. It's from here. Viewer rewards. There we go. Manage power up. All right, Perma VIP is now 22,750. Save. There we go. Oh, I gotta turn this back on. And we're gonna skip this because I'm not in the mood to watch, listen to Final Fantasy 14 today. What the fuck did I just say? There we go. Knight's on a list. Yep, Knight's on a list now. I do tend to spend my channel points from time to time. Trying Delta is just very fun. Fair. It takes a lot of restraint and also like tier 3 to get it as fast as Knight did. If Knight wasn't a tier 3, it would take like 80% longer. Not twice as long, but pretty close to it. Yeah, you can. I never ended up leaving stream, but took my earbud out. What happened while I wasn't listening? Oh, someone did the Perma VIP redeem. We have a new Perma VIP. Man can dream is all I say. There's been a problem for years, but I think it's more pervasive issues that Roblox is trying to be a platform for all ages. But it's better part for the last decade is making it safe for small children to the point of being... Yes, yeah, I agree. I don't like the mixing pot that Roblox has become. And I especially don't like the fact that it was for kids first. I think if it was like for teens first and then wanted to include kids, it wouldn't feel as bad. But holy shit, the fact that it was for children first and now they're trying to include older adults is like, no, your primary user base is children. Holy fuck, don't do that. Who got Perma? Knight got Perma. 163.3, so 2.3 months. Yeah, tier 1 got to 0.2, tier 2 is a half, and the tier 3 gets an entire boost. Yes, and I was trying to figure out the correct math of going from 0.2 to 1.0, and moving numbers and stuff don't work good in dog brain. I have 206,000, but no tier 3. Yeah, you might be I don't know. It depends on how fast my debut comes, because once my debut comes, man, that Perma VIP is going away. Roblox is just a breeding ground for PDFs. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. And the fact that like a person who is working in a like pretty good manner about dealing with that getting like removed from the platform is just, dude, I don't know. I'm a little worried about what's gonna happen to EA now that they're private. Maybe good, maybe bad, but like I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Hi Arctic. Gotten so bad that the chat filter is better than the game algorithm. What do you mean by that, Oni? Which game? Maybe you'll make it before me. Not likely. No, not likely. Because they would need to get 70,000. And you would need to get the equivalent of half of that in the same period of time. I'm not sure. It was for all ages, and then the younger children demographic exploded, and they focused on that, and then coming back to bite them when their parents still looking back. Oh my god, yeah, the Roblox thing, the whole like, my kid took my credit card and bought a shit ton of things. Yeah. And Roblox doesn't do anything. Yeah, they're not, unfortunately. Very bad that they went private. They owe the bank like something like 30 billion. The people who bought them owe like 30 billion? Is that right? I mean, who do they owe though? Do they own who bought them? I can't remember. Yeah, can't get any better from being bought by the Saudis. Saudis, that's what it was. And Trump Jr. Oh yeah, that's right, because Trump's kid is one of the prominent figureheads in one of those companies, right? In one of the investment firms. Stock goes up if they do. Right, I see. I've seen literally countless sex games pop up only to get banned when they end up on the front page. Oh my god, that's awful. Have 164. Yeah, so you would have, if they got 60, if they needed 60k and you were here as often as them, you would get 120. So you might actually beat them still. If they needed 60,000 and you two were in the same thing for as long as each other, you getting the same points at the same time, when they get 60,000, you'll get 120,000. So there is a chance that it's probably going to be at the same time. Yeah, exactly. What did I miss? Not much. Somebody got the Perma VIP. That's why I'm glowing. And then other than that, we've just been fuck, what's the word that I'm looking for? Lamenting at the state of the gaming industry. All right, let me open up Roblox, see how fast I can see a bad game. They took a loan out for like 30B or something like that. Really? Who did they take it out from? The corporate buyout works by putting debts on the bot company, and if they don't make it back, they just get passed on like a bad blunt, amassing more and more debt. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think losing EA wouldn't be a bad thing. Just saying. I'm really honestly like, if EA shuts down and claims bankruptcy, forecloses, or goes public and then dies, I don't think anything of value will be lost. I think like human beings, like everyone at DICE or whatever, like the DICE studio would close, and then everyone who used to work at the DICE studio would just immediately make a new studio. Like the people who work there, the like lower on the ladder people who work there aren't gonna, thank you for the follow, they're not gonna feel, they're gonna feel the pressure to a degree if layoffs are staggered, but like I think EA needs to go. JP Morgan Chase, oh shit. Lamenting, I call it ranting. Little of both, little of both. 63 Tycoon 1 and 2. You guys for me have the same color in chat. Which ones, Pancake? That's the bank they took the loan from? Yeah, so that's, yeah, they're gonna have to pay that back. I don't know what the hell was that company thinking loading out 30 billion. I wouldn't do that unless EA's got something in the works that's going to be really good. I mean, this is really, I don't know what's going to happen. This is so volatile. It's really hard to predict because I keep sticking my tongue out because of the tracking. Because either the paying back of the bank is less aggressive than line go up, so they can do it in a way where they can manage the company better, or it's going to be worse than line go up, and I have no idea. The most recent game that I liked from EA was Titanfall 2. Yeah, Titanfall 2 was great. Kind of awful that they decided to release it in prime game release season around, like, what was it, one of the better CODs or something like that? And I think Battlefield was releasing that year or something. Like, dude, you don't need to drop your game at the same time everyone else does, you know? Like, you can launch it in midsummer when all of the kids are out of school. Like, you don't have to launch it 2 months before, or like fucking holiday season. Like, you don't need to. Was Split Fiction EA? I don't think so. Although, you know the orcs from Warhammer 40k? I am lightly familiar with them, but I have heard of them, yes. They weren't even worth the 6 billion circulated. Oh God, no. No, their evaluation was primarily on like I think what they owned and some of their income, but I don't know if it was evaluated based on their operating income, but rather than their assets. EA was the publisher for Split Fiction. Oh, were they? I haven't kept up with EA in so long. The shit thing was about Titanfall was that there won't be a third one because they want to focus on Apex. Oh, dude. Man, okay. The start of Apex Legends was pretty based with how the studio was handling EA, because like they just wouldn't take shit from EA, and it came out to be an amazing game. And then that studio had a bunch of layovers and turnover and is not at all even close to what it used to be. Same thing with Respawn Entertainment. All of the OGs from Respawn Entertainment have long since left. And it's the same thing with every passionate group of people. They make an amazing product that does really well. Somebody with a shit ton of money buys them. They go, cool, we're gonna take your well-received product, we're gonna make number 2 from it, or whatever, and we're gonna make it so it gets us even more money. And then they launch it, it's not as good as the first, and then there's conflicts of interest or conflicts of direction within the company or within the studio, and then people just leave. Like, dude, fucking tale as old as time. Getting bought out, having conflicts with the people who bought you out, and then leaving the company. And then everyone having to be like, yeah, it's not like the old this, right? It's not like the old not Animal Crossing, Story of Seasons Now, Harvest Moon. Yeah, they're not like the old Harvest Moon. Like, me when I sequel bait and then can it for a Royale. Oh, dude, don't even get me fucking started on game fads. I'm all over the place because I'm not in front of my tracking. I apologize. Don't even get me started on game fads, man. Like, publishers getting a hard-on for battle royales because one company made a bunch of money off of it and be like, oh, we could do that too. We can make a bunch of money. We could be the competition. We need to be the first competition. It needs to be them or us, not just them or us. And we got to get there before everyone else gets there, because if we get there before everyone else gets there, it can be them or us. Then we can make a bunch of money. Like, fuck you. Because it's like Apple. When one company makes a thing that gets a bunch of money and does really well because it's finally different, everyone goes, oh, we could do that too. Let's take headphone jack out of everything. Nobody asked for this, dude. Why did you take my headphone jack away? Oh, because you're making wireless earbuds now. Okay, cool. Just fuck me, I guess. I hate this level of consumerism that we have become. You were saying you enjoyed Subnautica. Did you play Below Zero? And did you like it? Or what are your thoughts on what was happening with Subnautica 2? I really liked Subnautica. However, in my opinion, Subnautica's game style in gameplay is a game that you primarily enjoy once, and then everything after that is sort of derivative work. When I saw Below Zero, I looked at it as like a, you know, honestly, Subnautica's story wasn't really a selling point for me. It wasn't bad, but also it really wasn't that good. And because of that, I fell in love with the exploration and game and like base building aspects of it and like getting new stuff. But I really felt like I got a good eat of that, like a meal, you know what I mean? Like I ate really well with the first Subnautica. So when I saw Below Zero, I went, well, you know, it's kind of the same game, but different. And I don't have any reason to play it because I had my Subnautica 1 experience, and nothing in this game screams new experience. And because the game's like story was relatively weak, I didn't really even get entranced by a follow-up game with their story. You know what I mean? It's a lot like Raft, essentially. Did I enjoy Raft? Yeah, I love playing Raft with my friends. Did I like the story? If they came out with a Raft 2, would I play it? No. Because I've already played your first game. I've gotten all of that experience of your game style and all of that. So like you got to add a whole lot of different stuff for me to enjoy it. But like a sequel being more of the first when I've feel like I've thoroughly enjoyed the first doesn't give me any desire to play the sequel. You know what I mean? Like games like Hades 2 and Hollow Knight Silksong are similar to the first game, but are very distinctly in their own difference. Like different gameplay features, different enough that they can stand on their own legs. New branch gets cut. Only good sequels are How You Train Your Dragon at the level of the movies. Same thing with the Battle Pass. Oh yeah, every company be like, oh my god, a new way. Oh, and also, it's not loot boxes, so haha, we don't get regulated as hard anymore. And we'll just go to Battle Passes. That'll be great. Yeah. But dog, to be fair, I haven't used a single headphone with wires in like 10 years, so it hasn't affected me. I would. And I have. As a matter of fact, I'm doing it right now. So like not having a headphone jack with the wire so that even as a backup, if my AirBuds die, or AirPods, if my AirPods die, I could still listen to music because they take electricity from the phone to drive them. You know what I mean? Not having that option is just awful. Or you're on call with someone, maybe a partner or a friend or whatever, and you're on your phone and you're walking around or you're laying in bed because you're an hour away from bedtime, whatever. And your phone is at like 3%. And you can use wireless earbuds, but God forbid you lay on the ear that has the mic in it, because then they're not going to be able to hear you. So you have to either lay on your back or lay on the opposite side. And then if you don't do that and you use wired, then have fun charging your phone now that it's dying. You're just going to have to fucking put it on speakerphone. Or it's the Bluetooth device is lost. It's disconnected. Yeah, exactly. Wait, are we still talking about electronics in the companies? Oh, dude, we're talking about everything. Yes, ever since I got spoiled in Subnautica in the Leviathans, it just wasn't the same. Below Zero was supposed to be a DLC. I believe you're correct. Below Zero was supposed to be a DLC. Kind of like Silksong, except, yeah, not nearly as, differentiating from the original. Okay, so if you ever decide to play Subnautica 2, never play Below Zero. Wait, really? Why? Good sex, Lieutenant. I just realized you're glowing. Yep. At the VIP thing. Apparently, Subnautica 2 is supposed to have more features based on the architect's technology. Oh, okay. Subnautica 2 looks decent, but I don't know if I want to support them anymore with what's going on. Yeah, I've heard some, like... Wasn't it, like, rumors about... wasn't it, like, inclusivity, DEI stuff? And not, like, what we're normally used to hearing with, like, being on the side that, like, you know, pasty white guy, cis male sort of thing, but on the other end, in which they were so far in the other direction that they were being not very good to other people. I have to look more into it, but I don't remember what specifically happened. Also, wasn't there a company that, like, got messed up on a lawsuit or something, or not a lawsuit, got messed up because they were promised a huge bonus for releasing the game before 2026, and they got the game finished and ready to launch before 2026, and then the publisher was like, due to unforeseen delays, we won't be getting the product out until after 2026, and people being like, yo, what the fuck? No, this game is ready to launch now, we want our bonuses. That was Subnautica 2? Is that what it was? Yeah. Yeah, it's the Korean holding company who bought the devs. Okay. Yeah, okay, then I definitely, yeah, I did hear about that, and I was like, that's really, really fucked. And also, you definitely can't do that. I don't care how much money you have, you can't bait and switch your dev team to do that. Media cabinet, I put a video on there on the current topic, kind of. I couldn't put it in there. React. For some reason? You couldn't put it in React for some reason? When you say you couldn't put it in React, what do you mean? I also need to see Pudsy's thing. Let's see. Imagine 6 bars of round bar. Oh, the black squeakies were the only important parts that needed to get coded. Oh, I see. Oh, cool. That's definitely an interesting way to handle it. Oh, you know why you couldn't post it in React? Is because only links are allowed in React. I don't think you can put in media, because I have to load it into a browser page, and it's just easier if it's links only. Dude, I love how many times we've gotten people with that. I'll go ahead and watch it now. Yeah, if you guys want to see it, it is in media. I'll give it a watch. We'll see what it is. Money printer go taka taka taka. That's cute. That's a cute video. Yeah, I love the concept of the orcs basically being like magical things are magical because we think them to be magical, and it's like green is best, green do most damage. Yeah. And you know, it's funny. The only reason why I know anything about that is because of I watched actually, and they had a thing that was on the orcs about like them believing painting guns different colors did different things. I want to joke around with people. Oh, by the way, yeah, if you're red and around enough orcs, you can move faster because red is the fastest. Yeah, wasn't that a fan thing? Hi, communist industry. Wasn't that a fan thing? Like, it used to not be in lore, and then people were like, no, red is fast. And then everyone just kind of accepted that as being a staple, and then they actually added it or something like that. Or is that purple? Was it purple? Which one was it? Because I remember there being something about people making a color that didn't exist, and then everyone agreed on it, and then it just did it. I don't remember what color it was, but I thought it was so hilariously meta. Because it literally was everyone else doing exactly what the orcs do, and they got it to work. Like, red is fast to everyone else. Yeah, that makes sense. So now everyone agrees that the red make orc go fast. Oh, hey, it's Sparkly Dog. Yeah, we had a VIP redeem today. Welcome back, Ray. Did you know
almost time for dogs.
your gun is
hourly
blue and
payment
orange?
using
It's
your
Nerf or nothing.
eyeballs.
I hate you. That would be fucking hilarious. That would be so funny. I can nerf your orc army. How? Pours red and blue paint on army. No, it's nerf. Like, well, them's the rules. It's painted that way. That's how it works. Dude, what has this fucking stream been? I literally just spent the last 2 hours bitching about the general like game space and money. I need to get a hobby. Oh wait, this is my hobby. I need to get different talking points. 2 hours of yapping. Yapping is always fun. It is. Especially when your chat's schmoving. You can come up with like topics to talk about. I really kind of honestly need to do more interesting things so like current topics can come into rotation. But really a lot of the current topics I see are just fucking awful. They're just awful. Like the 3 current things. Neon Doggo, hi Pyro. The 3 current things that have happened in the space that I'm aware of is Takahata coming back, Cinder coming back, and this one dude who is just basically sexually assaulting people online because that's what his character would do. And I'm just sitting here like, I don't really want to talk about any of these. Like, none of this is fun. None of this is happy. None of this is haha. All of this sucks. Like, what? What? Why? Why? Also, rare, very rare glowing dark dog. I can't stop listening for 5 fucking seconds. No. I move from topic to topic. Real fast. If I remember correctly, blue is the luckiest color because of how it would, how would you explain the luck of the ultramarines otherwise? Green is the best color because orcs are naturally green. Yellow is the color of worth lots of monies because their teeth are yellow, but they also paint their mechs yellow to make them explosions bigger. Orc's funny. I don't know if you enjoy or play Pokemon, but did you see there was leaks for a Pokemon MMO? Oh. See, here's the thing. Razor Mind? Yes, Razor Mind. Here's the thing. I don't trust fucking anyone. I don't trust any company. Whenever I hear something that I'm like, that would be great in practice, like an MMO from Elder Scrolls, right? Or like a Battlefield 2042, a return to the future technologies or whatever. Whenever I hear shit now from companies, the first thing that I go to is, how are you going to fuck this up? How are you going to implement something that is not even remotely close to what Pokemon is to try to get it to fit into an MMO format? How are you going to fuck this up? Now, I will say that out of every company, I put Nintendo kind of in the B to A tier of like trustworthiness for their own intellectual properties. So like, maybe it might be good, but also maybe it gets released and it's nothing like a traditional MMO. And it's just a Pokemon game where you see other players running around doing the main storyline, which I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they made. Microtransactions, yeah. Next time I get Perma VIP, I'm going to donate $50 we can get the rare pink cat doggo, and I'm gonna go dark mode. So I'm gonna get the extra rare pink dark glowing, which is what you miss, cat dog. Yeah, I would consider that to be pretty rare. I turned my head too far to the side and oh, it's gonna be weird if I actually start having, like, because my model tracking, guys, is really not all that great. It's not bad by any means, but it's not that great. And the sorry person who made the model, thank you for making a model with a reasonable price that has still decent enough tracking and is kind of the style that I like. I apologize. I'm not trying to say anything bad about you, but let's say it's not bad tracking. Let's just say it's limited tracking. I feel like that's better. The tracking on this model is limited, which means that, like, there's not a lot of, like, details within the tracking itself. So, like, I can turn very far to the side, but my model caps out at its turn because of it's not rigged to go any farther than that. Because yeah, so it's gonna be really interesting if I start streaming and I have, like, really decent tracking, and you guys are gonna see my face being way the fuck over here, looking completely to the side while I'm lost in thought. Cough, microtransactions. Yeah, exactly. Nintendo and Bethesda. Hey, thanks, Brian. Are still on my shit list. Yeah. See, the problem is that the people on my shit list are really bad, and they're not
pay for
that
food,
bad. They're not on my, like, nice list, but they're also not on my naughty list, so they're kind of just, like, existing in an ether. IMO, for an MMO, you need at least 10 years of your game running. To make an MMO, and Pokemon has been going for a while, so hopefully it's decent. I could get behind an MMO from Nintendo if it's handled correctly, you know? Like, if it's, Jesus Christ, I got flashbanged by my own hair. If it's not handled, like, microtransaction heavy, whale heavy, you know, those sort of things. If it's handled in a, we need to keep our games polished and well received type of way, then I would love to see Nintendo branch into the MMO market. They have an obscene amount of money. I would adore Nintendo getting into the MMO market and making an MMO that's a loss leader. And to explain what that is, for those who might not understand, a loss leader is essentially a product that loses money for the purposes of getting someone into an ecosystem or getting something into something to spend money elsewhere that makes them profit. And Nintendo has so much fucking money in the banks that they could legitimately actually make a loss leader MMO for many, many, many years. And it would be literally the best MMO we have ever seen, because they wouldn't need to develop it in a way where they need to turn a profit on the game. They could make an MMO that doesn't make a profit, but is there to disrupt the entire MMO market and get adults and kids and all ages together to play something and make a uniform experience across all age groups to bridge the gap and just crush it. They could actually fucking crush it if they went that way. It could be like Pokemon Go in the gaming space again, but they have to make it so that it is not obtusely, like, money grubby, money heavy. I wanted to ask, what happens to 1.0 after Dog 2.0? Are you going to bring him out at points? Oh, right. So I was going to mention that. I completely forgot. I think it would be funny if I had a redeem that was like 100,000. It would have to be really expensive, but it would be cool to have a redeem that was like 100K, which was literally just old model for 10 minutes. And yes, you're right. That is a ridiculous amount of channel points for it, but it's something I really don't want to have happen that often, because it's not my brand. You know, it might lose me clicks through thumbnail previews. But I think it would be funny to to have a redeem where I go back to 1.0 model for a little bit. No, it would end up being very expensive. I gotta go have a great stream. Oh, I think you Oni. Best way to fix anything, duct tape. For the story and lore behind it, it is what yeah, that's fair. I agree. They have a lot of development and a lot of people who are in that like involvement within stories and stuff that they could easily create one and create lore and do all of that people would just gobble that up. EA being sold to Saudi Arabia is interesting. I'm hoping they listen to the public and start printing money with Titanfall 2. I think you mean Titanfall 3, but that would be amazing. If the people who bought out Electronic Arts came out and said, we are now funneling money into creating Titanfall 3, you're welcome, the fucking internet would explode. Dude, it would explode. I mean, they wouldn't have an evaluation because they're not public anymore, but like, you want to talk about a way of doing a PR stunt to get people on your side? That's a fucking PR stunt. If you just went, we're going to make Titanfall 3 and did nothing else, that's what you released to the public, a lot of people would have very positive reactions to that buyout. There is also a League MMO that has been in the work for 5 years now, so hopefully that's good. Oh, now that I'm interested in. I don't like League. I just don't like the control scheme. I don't really like MOBA games in general. Just not my style of game. But I'd gobble up a League MMO if they, I think I'd be very sensitive to the type of combat system they would use in it, but yeah, I'd love that. That'd be super fun. The only thing is, I only played Titanfall 2. What the dog doing? I think I played Titanfall 2 like 3 months ago, and I would fucking love a Titanfall 3. I would too. Might not be a popular choice, but I personally think that there should be a Portal 3. Dude, I feel like some companies keep shit in their back pocket for like break glass in case of emergency. Can you imagine if something happened at Valve that was really, really, really bad, and they basically went, we're sorry this happened, we'll start Portal 3 development now? You know what I mean? Like that's that thing you can hold over your consumers for a long ass time and then just like, oh, whoops, we're sorry, here's Portal 3. 100k is way too expensive, IMO. You're right. It is. It is on purpose. Because I don't want people to use it. I want to put it out there. I want to make it so people can grind towards something, but I don't want it to be used more frequently than like once a month. You know what I mean? Because it's it's almost like it's not like I'm even on the fence of just like not having it at all, because it's so starkly different. And also, if I'm doing anything like recording from stream and stuff like that, then whenever the 1 model comes out, all of that would basically have to be removed. Because publicly outside of stream, this model will never return. It would be a stream, kind of a haha funny stream feature thing only. But if I'm doing like YouTube videos and stuff like that, brand consistency is very important. Portal's so good. No, the Portal story is done. It's done. Don't bring its corpse back. Well, they can do things of like parallel stories or just stories within a different universe. You know what I mean? Like, you can have an installment in the series of it's Portal 3, but not have it be. I guess it's a little tough. It depends on how respectful to the series you are. You know what I mean? Like what about the time when Cave Johnson was still alive? You know what I mean? Like, Portal 3 could be a before the things, right? Like the prequels or whatever. Like, there's always options, but you need to be respectful of what you've already established, and while still being expansive and giving players new content, because like they kind of know what happens, you know, because they played Portal 1 and 2. And give it the beds. Fun fact, did you know that Subnautica, oh really? No, I did not know that. Another question that leads from that. What's then going to be the most expensive redeem if the Perma VIP goes? If the Perma VIP goes? Yeah, that's the thing is like, we get to a point where, let me put it this way. I don't want to take toys away from people, but there's a problem with that. Because I don't want to take toys away from people, it means that I can't give you toys that are fun in small groups, right? If we start becoming more popular, and I say we because we're a community, right? If we start becoming more popular and more people know about us and more people join the community, it is natural that we're going to have an increase in redeems. So the problem then becomes, what can I leave in that is not going to be problematic for stream based on how many people are there? And then some people are like, well, just make the redeems a longer cooldown. And then it's like, yeah, I can do that. And that is a valid way. But then people stop interacting with the redeems because every time they go to look at it, it's on a cooldown. You know what I mean? People would just sit there. And then we have this issue of like, cool, every 15 minutes every 15 minutes I'm expecting getting a ball thrown at me. Which means I have to sit there like a fucking timer goes off every 15 minutes and I get a ball thrown at me. You know what I mean? Like, part of the enjoyment of having redeems is that they're not constantly used. So if you end up in a situation where those sort of things end up happening, you kind of, you know what I mean? You get it to a point where it's like, how invasive can I be? Which then leads into, do I even give the toys in the first place? Because then I'm just gonna have to take them X amount of months down the line. I want to see Black Ops and Modern Warfare series from Activision and Infinity Ward end, and then start actually making new games. You and me both, buddy. You and me both. We choose. We? Who's we? Fuck. You speak in French? I wanted to be on VR chat. But yeah. We who's we? You wanted to be popular. Yeah. I do. Well, I want to be comfortable. That's what I want. I want enough income that I can be comfortable. Whatever scale that is. You know what I mean? Whether that's 100 viewers at one time, whether that's 10 viewers at one time, or whether that's 1,000 viewers at one time. Whatever I need to do to be able to put money away, afford health insurance, afford food, and be able to get medical care for myself. Whatever that equates to is where I want to be. Anything other than that, great. But it's just gravy. Unpopular opinion, I want a Ghost 2 for Call of Duty. Yeah, I heard Ghosts was good. There was no earthly reason to remake Black Ops 7. Oh my god, dude. The amount of memes of the logo. Have you guys seen all the fucking logo memes? Where it's like Black Ops 14 and it's just the I like 14 times, and the badge is like the width of the box essentially. Do people actually hate Ghosts? I haven't played it in a very long time, so I don't honestly remember it. I know people hated Infinite Warfare. Yeah, Infinite Warfare, I think, was the one that got really shit on. I believe, at least. And I also know people didn't like 4 because of the manual healing mechanic, which I loved. I want more space combat. Well, I would like my kibbles back. My kibble bits. There we go. Yeah, Infinite Warfare was handling a lot. Yeah, that's what I thought. Not like FPS combat either, but the dogfighting was awesome. Wait. Was Infinite Warfare the one where we had the robot brother being like, I think I'm scared? Because that one scene alone is like, fuck you guys. Yeah. That was such a great scene. That was such a... Man, I don't know how to feel about COD games. Like I played Battlefield. I've played some really kind of terrible campaigns. And I do remember some of the campaigns from the Call of Duty franchise that do kind of stick out. But I also have so many gigantic black spots of like, I don't remember anything about that campaign. Like, honestly, the most memorable campaign, and maybe it's just because of my age, my most memorable campaign was the original Modern Warfare. The one where you're like shot, bleeding out, or no, that was Modern Warfare 2. Was it the bridge one? I feel like I'm getting two games mixed up. There's one where you get shot trying to get back on a helicopter by your captain, which I think is Modern Warfare 2. And then there's one where you pick up your gun and you shoot someone else on a bridge, which I think was Modern Warfare 1. And all gillied up, amazing campaign story. Like, amazing mission. I will never forget all gillied up. That was such a good mission. Most memorable is World at War. I don't remember anything about the World at War campaign. Literally nothing. I remember more about the zombies, Nicola and Dempsey and fucking Takeo and Richtofen. I remember their fucking names, dude. I remember their names. That's how awesome the zombies storyline was. That shit was awesome. The main campaign, don't fucking remember dick. Modern Warfare 1 bridge is the ending, and Modern Warfare 2 is the throwing knife kill. Yeah, that's right. I play like 2 games on Roblox, and I want one of them to have the shifts from the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare to the game so we can have awesome carriers in the Olympus Mons. You know what? Fuck it. Kaiju Call of Duty. Big ass monster fights. Let's have like end of the world alien invasion shit, dude. I want scale. That's something that I feel like we haven't gotten in a long time in games. I want scale. Dude, I want to feel like I'm walking on the ground beneath something that is like affecting my gameplay big. And because like the last time I really had that deep sense of scale was, fuck, dude. I mean, honestly, the first thing that comes to mind is Subnautica. Or not Subnautica. Satisfactory. Satisfactory's space elevator legitimately made me go, holy shit. Because of like just how big it was in the world. I don't feel like I've had a gameplay where I've looked at something, maybe Ragnarok, God of War with a snake. There are very few games that I've looked at and been like, holy shit, that's fucking big. Shadow of the Colossus, that's another good one, yeah. Yeah. I don't really get the whole hating the ghosts campaign thing. I thought it was good. There's a couple ways to potentially look at it. It could be people from other campaigns expecting something from it, or people who were getting into the series who, man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I want scale. I want a game that I play that I look at and go, holy fuck, dude, I'm small. Like I'm an insignificant ant in this whole thing. And then I want to pilot it. You know what I mean? And I don't mean I don't want these fucking games where like, and no offense to Armored Core, because Armored Core was an awesome, fun mech game. But every single like mech-based shooter game is just a model the size of a human and then really small trees and really small cars. You know what I mean? You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I want a fucking mech game where the mech is huge and everything else is normal model size. That's what I want. Now, I don't know if that's feasible within game engines. I get it. But I don't want this weird, like, diorama type of thing. Put me in a big ass fucking model in this game and make everything I do take forever. Like, give me the weight, give me the follow through, give me the destruction. That's like, I don't want graphics, dude. I want sensations, I want feelings, I want gameplay impact. You know what I mean? I want to fight in a mech that feels like the mech has weight and the ground is crumpling and I'm walking through buildings that fall apart in a way that's believable at the scale they're supposed to represent. You know what I mean? Ugh. That's what I want. And I'm sure if Christy was here right now, Christy would be screaming in approval in the background because Christy also likes mech games. Never understood why people like shooters because I don't like them. But can someone please explain what makes them fun? Ooh, okay. That's kind of a tough question. It's very mechanically intensive. Shooters are point and click on steroids. They are really only good or at their peak in player versus player because you're competing against other people who are also doing the same thing. Shooters in general in campaign settings aren't really that interesting, to be completely honest with you. I agree. Like, story-based shooters are just glorified point and click, and that can get really repetitive and really boring because there's not a lot of mechanics. You know what I mean? Like, if you play a platformer, oh dude, there's so many mechanics, grappling mechanics and wall climb mechanics and like all that sort of stuff. But a lot of the times when you play a shooter, maybe you get double jump, maybe you get wall climb, but for the most part it really is just hold gun, right click and shoot. So the fun aspect doesn't really exist on its own. It primarily exists in relation to you doing the same thing as everyone else and being better than they are. So it's more, it leans itself more to a competitive nature. Hello, Sky Shadow Cougar Blaze. I grew up thinking that the army and the guns and the tanks and the helicopters and gunships were cool and shooters let me play with them. That's another great way to look at it. Yeah. Not a real obscure, but Lost Planet colonies. Lost Planet. Nope. Only thing that's coming to mind is Planet Side. To be honest, I don't know how to explain it. It's a thing of running around killing people, and a lot of the FPS campaigns are decent. Yeah. Stories in them are different than the actual mechanics behind them. I wouldn't say the stories themselves are inherently bad given the medium, but it is kind of, I guess everything is a bit like that. I was gonna say it's kind of like visual novel in the way that your mechanics don't influence the story. You know what I mean? Like for example, in games like Skyrim, for example, if you killed an NPC that might have been a part of a quest line, now you can't do that quest line and you locked yourself out, right? But in first person shooter games, you can't shoot the good guys and then have a different story. You know what I mean? Like, for the most part, it is you are just a camera on the outside of a story happening in front of you. And very rarely do first person shooters give you the experience of being the character, saving the people and shooting the bad guys. And when it actually does do that, it is a memorable moment, right? So it's not something that happens frequently enough that you can define the game space with it. They're more iconic moments. So you kind of end up just standing there listening to other people talk, right? Now, in rare cases, you might actually have a voiced main protagonist, which I have become more like, I've desired it more as I've gotten more into games and gotten older, because silent protagonists kind of just fucking bother me. The only time I feel like a silent protagonist is valid is if the protagonist is like a roleplay character, which is, I made the character the way that I want to make them, and any voicing or any words that come out of their mouth might go against what I want for the character, right? So your own like OCs, so to speak. And that's about the only time that I think silent protagonist works. And everything else, unless there's a story-based reason for it, like they're mute. Hi, Ruby. And everything else, I feel like a voiced protagonist just makes things better. Because the amount of times I've had characters or things talk in my direction and then turn around and never ask me a question, never interact with me, and never do anything because I literally don't talk. So you're just removing half of the person's capabilities of communicating, right? I genuinely think it makes the story worse. And some great examples of this are God of War. God of War is a voiced protagonist. You're playing Kratos, right? Cyberpunk 2077. You're playing V. It's a voiced protagonist. Like, I genuinely feel like every game, except for the stipulations that I gave, would benefit from giving voice acting to the main character. Because, yeah, even Cyberpunk 27 is a role-playing game, but I'm role-playing with, like, within boundaries, you know what I mean? Boundaries that is my character. Like, oh, I'm V, but I'm going to wear this jacket. You know what I mean? That doesn't make me less of the character. It just means I'm dressing up the thing that I'm playing, right? So, I don't really like the lack of representation that the thing that we're playing has in the game world. And Call of Duty kind of did that to me. The getting pushed down the stairs and having somebody point a gun at me and asking me why does somebody know me, and not having the character begging for his life and trying and going like, whoa, hang on, let me explain things. Just fucking rips it out. Like, it just, well, it doesn't fucking matter. You can ask me this question. I don't have a voice box. Just shoot me, dude. Like, what am I gonna do? I can't say anything. I'm mute as shit, right? So I've never really, you know, liked that. And I feel like it's a holdover from maybe other games, like older text-based games with silent protagonists. But even some games, like Final Fantasy 14 is a great example, right? Final Fantasy 14, you're a silent protagonist. You don't have a voice. You get dialogue options. Hi, Ichi. Yeah, someone got the Perma VIP redeem. So, it's sparkly. Thank you for the bets. Yeah, Link is another example. Link being a silent protagonist has, I think, been very well established that is like a lore thing. Like, he just doesn't talk. And you know what? Okay. Sure. Maybe he doesn't deserve to have a voice. Maybe it is too deep into his character design that he's not voiced. And I'm okay with that. But, like, there are just so many games that I look at and be like, dude, just let my character talk. I get it. You don't want to take the person out. You don't want to ruin the character fantasy of whatever the person has established. Fuck off, dude. If you're telling a story and you want me to be a part of the story, my character has to have his own fucking free will and talk. Like, I never felt disconnected. But he can scream. This is true. Hi, Fox. I've never felt disconnected from a character that had their own voice lines. I've never heard a character voice act or be a voice main protagonist and just be like, oh, ew, gross, you should just shut up. I've never had that happen. But on the flip side, I've had it happen a lot of times where I'm like, there is no way in this scenario any human being would be silent. And it's just like, holy fuck, dude. And props to Cyberpunk, because not only did they do the entire campaign voiced by a male, they did the entire campaign voiced by a female, and
Hello, Mario.
locked dialogue paths based on your sex. Like, you couldn't get Judy's romance options if you were male, right? So now you had a lot, like, good for them. That was awesome. Hi, Chips. So, yeah, give me voice protagonists for the love of God. Like, oh, dude, the moment in Destiny 2 where the main character spoke, oh, I don't remember the voice line. To be completely honest with you, I just remember my jaw dropping and just being like, I played this game for hundreds of hours and my dude never talked. And then he finally talked. And I'm like, well, shit. That was awesome. Now, I think I do remember seeing online that the main character in Destiny 1 talked once or twice or something like that. But wasn't the first voice line in that response to Kate's death? Yeah, I think it was. I think, like, maybe they finally grew some balls because everyone was up in arms about Cade's death to the point where they knew they could put a voice line in and everyone would be like, yeah! Have you played Stray? I have played Stray. I like it. It's a good game. I'm kind of the polar opposite in that I prefer Silent Protect for roleplay purposes. Fallout 4 pissed me off so much with the dialogue options being how they were. I mean, yeah, like, it just, we're not at the point where it's good enough for roleplay purposes. You know what I mean? Like, if we got an advancement in technology, the only time a silent protagonist makes sense is if you're the one talking into your microphone. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to roleplay the character and you want to be that character and you want the character to act the way that you want him to act, then you need to be the voice of the protagonist. And I think that would be fine. But I just get really pulled out of the experience of a world when it becomes unreasonable for someone to be quiet. I don't mind it for the protagonist that never speaks, but then it leads up to a big thing that happens and they finally speak up or something like that. Yeah. If it's used for story purposes like that, I'm much more lenient with it because normally it means that they're keeping that in mind through the development of the game. Like they know they're going to have a story beat with that moment, right? I'm a little more lenient with that. I like the main character voice lines, like in Saint Rose. I've never played those games, so I'm not sure. The VA budget would have been a lot bigger if we wanted the same variety of dialogue options as previous games. And while I think that would be worth it, but that's just out to make money. Yeah, that is definitely a valid, like, thing of text gives you more options of dialogue because you don't need to have it voiced. Which I don't want to defend $1 million or $1 billion companies. Just fucking pay voice actors. They don't make a lot of money. But I recognize that the cost of adding voices to a game is a cost of the game. So I get that you only have a finite amount of allowances with dialogue, but that's the thing. If you're playing a game that's heavily choice based, and I mean that as like literal dialogue choices, like if you're playing a game that has branching paths and a lot of choices in which you can interact in the world, then it's not really it is and isn't a story game. And what I mean is that the narrative isn't controlled because the narrative is controlled by the player. So it doesn't feel like it can't reach the cohesiveness of this is what the story is, right? So when we get to this is what the story is, the main character should be voiced. If you're doing a lot of like player controlled narrative, then yeah, it becomes much harder to have things be voiced. Not impossible, because like I said, Cyberpunk still did it, but I'm a little more lenient with whether or not it gets voiced. But when you're trying to tell a story and the main character doesn't talk, it's just like, what the fuck, dude? You paid all this money for everyone else. What is one more guy? Yeah, that's true. And that is really annoying. of like the NPC acknowledges what you said and then literally leads into the same generic dialogue no matter what. Yeah, where they only change the dialogue after you click an option and then it just goes straight back to what it normally was. I hate that. Probably one of the most. I hate that. Because at that point, choices don't matter. Just fucking skip it, dude. Like, stop asking me questions when it just doesn't matter. Because when I don't feel like I have autonomy over the actions in the world, then what do my responses matter? You're not going to do everyone likes that or everyone dislikes that or your like or dislike to me is going to mean anything. Just fucking skip through. And I know that's not for everyone. I know some people really like to get snuggled in and like be there. But for me personally, the second that I realize that all 3 dialogue options goes to the same dialogue no matter what, I'm just like, dude, then fuck off. like you didn't even make it of any value. You know what I mean? Like you didn't add a couple of lines or a couple of dialogue boxes. You literally added 1 dialogue box and then back to what it was going to be anyway. No, 2 hours 40 minutes late. Hi, banana. No, you're all right, buddy. Don't worry. Did you see the game that Vigil made? Vigil made it so the weeping angel in the game doesn't move unless you blink IRL? No, but that seems cool. I wonder, use a high-speed camera to track their blinks. That'd be fun. Like if you use like a 240 or 300 hertz camera to watch the eyes move, and then like the second it gets to like past the pupil of running game logic, so that it's not just like blink and then you're opening your eyes and watching it move, but literally in between movements where you can't see it. It'd be super cool. Yeah, there's a process within the commands that does stuff, and I haven't figured out what's the issue with not being able to find users. Ugh. Me with overkill every time. You're a bit much right now, buddy. Oh. And these games just, they're not the same as they used to be. I miss games like, I miss my bad, I mean, obviously this song, I miss my Bad Company too, dude. I miss Bad Company. It was such a funny fucking series. It was so good. What? It probably didn't go through then. Try doing the give command again. There you go. They probably came in a chat and you did the give command too fast and the bot like didn't register them as being in the chat for a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird sometimes. The best I've ever had. I find it hard to take. Also, for the whole VA thing, Diablo 2, which released in 2000, had a VA for every class you can choose. And then you get games released now, and your protagonist doesn't even have a VA behind it. Yeah. Yeah. And I get that because I played Bravely Default on the 3DS. And, like, it is mostly voiced. Like, there are definitely scenes that aren't voiced. But every single scene that's a cutscene is voiced. And it was a 3DS game. And I was listening to it and I was like, there is so much dialogue. Because in almost every cutscene, you have 4 voice actors for the 4 characters that are in your party, all almost guaranteed to be talking at least once because they're in a group together. And then you have a minimum of 1 outside character, sometimes 2 or 3 outside characters. And it's just like, holy shit, dude, there's so much voice acting in this. Bravely Default? Yeah. What's the best Super Mario Brothers game? Does Mario Party count?
Fuck!
The fact that fucking remaster, I didn't play the remaster. I only played the well, I'm still working my way through it. Is only on Switch 2 kills me. That's evil. That's fucking evil. You know, I think I only lost because I didn't give all. Well, apparently you were correct. Dude, it's like having Switch 1 and Switch 2 and just being like, it's like Windows 10 and Windows 11 where it's like, oh yeah, Windows 11 gets all the new shiny fun shit. Like, you guys know how long we were begging and begging and begging and begging and begging and begging to have a tab on your Windows Explorer, only for it to not actually ever appear in Windows 10. They had like Windows 10 insider builds that had it, and they never added it to Windows 10, and then they launched it with Windows 11. Yeah, because the 3DS can't do the temp. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I really, really hate that either the devs or the company didn't have the foresight to be like, eventually this is going to be played offline. We should probably add something for the town to be prepared offline. Was really, really upsetting. Because I really wanted to use that feature of repairing that like village, whatever, and not being able to was really disheartening. Yeah. No, just the platformers. Oh god, I haven't played enough of them. I mean, to be completely honest with you, the one that's most iconic is just Super Mario, which is the one with the one that starts on the bottom left hand of the map and goes to left or right. And I think you go left to get to, like the yellow block or something like that, and then you go right and it's got like each level and stuff like that. I think that was the most iconic to me. They give you one villager. I don't feel like that's thinking ahead though. You know what I mean? Like, what was it like 3 months or something? Isn't it like in order to get the whole town done with the one villager, you have to do it for like 3 months or something insane? It just doesn't make any sense. Just sit there for 99 hours. I had one that sat there for 99 hours and it was just to unlock a region, and I haven't even used it yet. I should go back and open it and see what I got, because I just was like, I'm not interacting with this anymore. I love this song. Holy shit, we're at 3 hours of yappage. I might have to play a game soon. I don't know what I'm gonna play, but the annoying part is the village rebuilding is in every game. Is that annoying? Because I mean, I wouldn't mind if I got a new game and I did it again. I mean, it would be nice if they did like a save file transfer where you get like one nice building or something like that, where you can bring in progress from an old one into a new one, and that like if you happen to have a complete village in the last one, you get like something special. Because I know they used to do that. Like they do like doing stuff like that with like the Pokemon games, you know, like trade evolution, stuff like that. Yeah, but when 2 of the games are trapped on the 3DS. Yeah. My Switch 1 won't connect to my Wi-Fi, but connects everywhere else. Are you trying to connect to 5 gigahertz instead of 2.4? That's the only thing I can think of. I like yaps. Well, good. I'm glad you do. I just eventually run out of shit to say. I'm sorry. I should probably remove that. Yeah. I feel bad for... Yeah, I should probably do that. No clue, to be honest. I have to ask my dad. That's fair. Yeah, I can't imagine why it wouldn't work on yours. Like, it would need to be specific to things that were done on your end. Give me 1 second, chat. I'm gonna go fix something. It's kind of been bugging me for a little bit, but I think I'm just gonna do it now. And then there we go. Okay. So this is kind of a significant change. Oh, hi Kate. This is kind of a significant change that I am doing for the purposes of our stream quality. I am removing the notification on rank up from chat, specifically because I've noticed this a couple of times that sometimes lurkers will have a rank up in chat, and it feels really bad because I don't like lurkers getting called out that way. So from now on, if you guys want to check what your rank is, it will have to be manual. You will no longer get a notification of when you go up. And that's just to protect our lurker community so that they're not like feeling exposed. And that, yeah. So that's gonna be removed. We're no longer gonna see any rank ups in chat, but it'll still be tracked. You'll just have to use the command to find it. That's all. Okay, so apparently Switch 1 can connect to 5 and 2. No idea. How you doing, Kate? I opened a channel on my ISP and then it worked. Gamba be gambling. Oh yeah. I think Problem, one of the folks from Series Raid, I think kept gambling all and eventually got to 1 million within a couple of gambles. Cause like, no care in the world, gamble the whole thing. Send it. Fucking send it. Have a fun stream. I'm gonna be off to bed. Have a good night, Franzi. I'm EP. I've had a shitty couple of days. How are you, dude, doggo? I'm hot. I think I'm gonna have to open my window to let some cold air in because this sparkly effect actually uses GPU power and also the heat's on for the rest of the building. But I am like sweating. So, and which means it's probably over 85 in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and open a window real quick. I had an issue where it wouldn't find Wi-Fi too, but I forget what it said to do because that was a couple of years ago. Oh, that's fair. Okay, well. The outside is now an AC unit, and it is fucking cold out there. So I won't need to leave the window open for long, but I gotta get some of this heat out. Holy hell. It's snowing outside? No, see, the thing is it's cold as shit here. The room is just hot. I kind of want to jailbreak my Wii and get the some totally legit 100% legal games. See, here's the thing is that you can't buy anything on the Wii anymore, so I'd say fucking do it. I would say you're quite cute. Yeah, Solid, thanks. I'm a hot dog. Maybe I should do that for an emote. Maybe I should have a dog emote where I just have like a hot dog bun around my face. Just so chat can be like hot dog. And I wonder if I can like, I wonder if capitalization matters because I'd love to have hot dog with HOT be capitalized and hot dog with DOG be capitalized. Over the middle of the Swiss Alps, so it starts snowing really early. Oh, wow. Oh, that sounds nice. Did you get pretty mountain views? Or are you like in a valley? What's your view? Side of mountain. Oh, that's pretty. No, literally side of mountain. Oh. It's just rock. Rock and stone. Yeah, I get a pretty side of mountain views. I live like halfway up a mountain. Okay, so it's actually nice. Make sure you look up in case of rock slides. Dude, that shit's scary, man. Like legit rock slides are terrifying because of just how much energy they have, you know? Like, yeah, it's scary because, you know, people can get hurt and fuck it, whatever. Who cares about that? I mean, it's scary in that the amount of raw energy in a rock slide is insane. Like an earthquake on the surface. Saw that coming. Well, if you do it enough times. I mean, the actual momentum force tumbling down at high speeds. Yeah, exactly. Dude, like... Yeah, there's just frequencies. And I've never been around one, but but frequencies of large, big things hitting other large, big things. And being able to feel it in your body. Ah, thank you for the follow. Being able to feel it in your body when they hit is just... Oh. Dude, it's just like, wow, I am glad I am not underneath that. Like fresh mud with large boulders? What is renown used for? Renown is your rank. So renown is just how much you've talked, how much you've been around, how much money you've given for support, those sort of things. It's kind of a collection of all that. So renown is nothing you can actually do with. It's just kind of a stat tracker for your involvement within the community and supporting of dog. Kibble is the thing that you use to pay for stuff. So renown is just used to keeping track of your rank. And you can use exclamation point rank, which is on a shared cooldown for everyone. But if you use exclamation point rank, you can see your current renown status and then a tier, whatever tier you're at. So you don't have to keep an accurate amount. You can be like, oh, I'm tier 16, they're tier 17 or 27 or whatever. They're higher than me. Can you see my dog? Yeah. I don't normally do voice requests just because on Twitch, people kind of bait streamers into saying bad shit. But I don't think there's anything wrong with this one. So, okay. Happy birthday. Okay, well, hang on. I want to get this right. Is it Anna or Anna? Second one? Okay. All right. Ahem. Happy birthday, Anna. That is a heck of a sniffer emote. That's crazy. But yeah, happy birthday! The best thing is I walk like 5 minutes and I get a train, so I don't need to worry about riding my bike in the snow. Oh, that's so nice. I love it. It's such a good sniffer emote. I'd love to do a similar one and copy paste it to or I'd love to do something similar like that for myself because people like it. It's Sniffa and Snoofa. So SNIFFA, I believe. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, Snoofa is better. Heck yeah, we love our Snoofa. She said thank you, and I'm thank you too for doing this. Yeah, not a problem. You're welcome. It's part of being a streamer. I get a little wiggy because a lot of streamers are like very careful about not being clipped out of context or very careful about saying someone's name and it's actually like a Bart Simpson sort of thing where they say a name and then like it sounds like something completely different. But that seemed fine. So
It's almost time for Dog's hourly
You're
payment
stream.
using your eyeballs.
yeah, not a problem. Aw, it's nice. I like taking risks and having it turning out to be a nice thing. Oh, yeah, I need to, yeah, I need to be in a specific mode that's expensive for that to work. Oh, which, by the way, there you go. Hand holding the hands. Hello. In order for one of those to work, I need to be in the gremlin mode or the Skrunkle mode. Which, by the way, chat, we do have the visual effects on. So, like, if you want to see Skrunkle mode visual effects, now would be the time to do it because I've never seen it. I've literally actually never done that redeem with this on. I've done this because that's how I tested it. But I got that. Well, that works. I mean, we're only live for another hour, but hey. Fun fact. Oh, no, wait, never mind. This is time to use my lurker points. I mean, yeah, I guess. Oh, there it is. Holy shit, I'm blue. Wait. Oh, it's because it's where I'm placed. I'm blue, now I'm not, now I'm blue, now I'm not, now I'm blue, now I'm not, now I'm blue. Blue, now I'm not, now I'm blue, now I'm not, now I'm blue. Holy shit, sometimes I really do let the intrusive thoughts win, huh? My stick is all blue. I'm a Smurf! You guys tell that I like this color yet? And now I have a knife. My knife is blue. Now it's not. Now it... Oh, wait. Oh, God. I can't go far enough to the left. God damn it. And here we have Doggy about to stab a bitch. It's mine. I have the pointy stick. You guys have normal sticks. I have pointy metal stick. I'm blue. If I was green, I would die. Oh, hi, ads. I wonder if that's going to pop up for people before ads actually start. Ads are going to start, right? Like, that wasn't ads over. What time is it? Oh, no, maybe it is. Okay, yeah, it is ads starting because I did a thing. Get pointy lightsaber. Oh, I can also hit this. Hang on. Oh. Is it not that one? There it is. I can turn off my drool. I forgot that I saved this as a hotkey at some point, and I accidentally hit that combination the other day, and I was like... I just figured the drool was way funnier. I had... Yes, I can go bald. It also removes my tail. So... kind of we don't want to do that. Now I've got a gun. Dog has a gun, dog has a gun. Dog has a gun, dog has a gun. Get back here, dog has a gun, dog has a gun. Dog has a gun, dog has a gun. Get back here. What's that, dog? You gonna play games and continue yapping? Honestly, I have no idea. I don't know. I honestly, well, I mean, I will say I didn't plan on talking for this long, but man, when chat's yapping, I can't help but yap back. I'm a yappy dog. Yap 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 yap. Yap 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 yap. Yap 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 yap. Yep, 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 yep. I was waiting for the ads. I didn't realize I have a sub. I think they just hit. Oh my god, this reminds me of my subathon. I think I had to bark for every time I said a banned word. when we were doing the banned word thing, and I think I got to like 250 times or something like that I fucked up, and I literally just went and I was just clicking the button as fast as I could go, like to match my words. We needed that we need the animated Borf emote. Do we have Bork? Which one's the Borf? Thankfully, I don't get ads. Yay! Ads suck. I was also waiting for ads to turn off my ad blocker, then watching dog. Aw. Yeah, you don't have to. You have a sub. I got it on Wednesday. Oh! Yeah, you were gifted, weren't you? We had a bunch of gifted subs happen recently. Hi, Jack. Ain't seen you two again, bud. It was good. I'm yappy today. I'm just hanging out, talking with chat. Yep, yapping with chat. Look how expressive my eyebrows are. Oh man, dude, I can't wait to get a more expressive model. Guys, I would like to inform you, I am very facially expressive with stuff. Maybe it's just because I've been puppeteering VTubing for so long, but like it really it doesn't, my model doesn't do my my face justice. I am very expressive, and I can't wait for an improvement to tracking so people can actually see it.
I know. Your eyeballs pay for dogs' food though.
Nice thing about Switzerland, we don't get ads on Twitch. Really? Well, someone should give you a sub anyway. Twitch ads are so invasive. They really are. Yeah, they really are. Only for 1 minute. Well, why? You can't leave me. I have separation anxiety. I will eat your furniture. Get back here. Tell actor me. It's why I need turbo. I totally get that. Yeah. It's good to hear. Yeah. I'm gonna be working while I rebuild the rear end of my truck. Oh god. All right. Well, hey, thanks for the lurkies. I appreciate it. Good luck with the truck, I guess. Yeah, I didn't register that I had it even after using your emotes in different channels today. Ah, yay! That is like a big compliment for me. When I hear somebody being like, yeah, I use your emotes in other channels, I'm just like, yeah? Because Wizard. It's, I don't know, it's very validating. It makes me very happy. It's not ever expected. Like, if you're in somebody's channel and you like their emotes, and obviously use their emotes, but when I hear people like, yeah, I use your emotes outside of your channel, I'm just like, oh god, what was this? I use them so much, even on Discord. Oh, I'm glad. You'll have to tell me which ones you use, because I want to make sure to carry them over into 2.0 stuff. I really want to get a lot of emotes that people like using. It's a business thing. Don't get me wrong. I do like making things for you guys, but also emotes are very much so a business expense. If you make emotes people like, they use them on other channels. People see the emotes, they go, that's a really cool emote. I wonder what channel is that from? And then they come over and maybe they sub. So there's that. But honestly, I kind of feel awesome when I have my own channel emotes, and the rare times I am on Twitch, I can be like, look, I have my own emotes. Look at me. I am streamer. And it's not meant to like promote myself. It's just like, it's I don't know, it's validating to also have your own channel emotes that are yours. You know what I mean? Like yeah, I use other channel emotes that aren't mine, right? Because I don't have specific ones. But when I use mine, it's like, wait, this is for me. You know what I mean? This is something I made. Well, not me particularly, but I commissioned for my own channel, right? It's like very, very close, and I get to use it in other channels. It's, I don't know. You'll have to watch it so you can see. Nah, I'm good. I use this one everywhere. Dude, I love the lizard. It's so good. Actually, that was, oh, who made that for us? Hang on. That was Mimiton. Mimiton made that. Yeah. One of our community members made it. I love the ones that make sounds. That's fair. I'd be so broke getting subs from all of the friends. Oh my god. The heart is the main one. Lizard derp and the head pat too. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to get new emotes. They're gonna be even better. They're gonna be more in line with like what you expect Twitch emotes to be like. Because the artist that I want to work with, I looked at their art and I'm like, I would expect to see this type or this style of art on like big streamers. So I'm like, okay, perfect. This is what I'm going to use for mine. I'm kind of stepping in line with everyone else. So I'm really excited for that. Obviously, I don't have a lot. That being said, I might have maybe some extra money I can throw around if the model that I plan on getting and all of that together isn't extremely expensive. I might have some stuff that I can throw around. But I still got to get other things. I don't even want to know how much I spend on subs. Depends if they're a cheap date or not. Okay, pancake. Yeah. Yeah, I always love hearing that people enjoy my my emotes. As a content creator, nothing is more validating than knowing people like your content. Because we work very hard. But we also don't like back for looking. Welcome back, Oni.
Good boy.
All right, Pancake found all the buttons. We don't really hear it a lot. And it's kind of weird. Like, I mean, obviously nothing is expected, but content creators don't really often hear that people are like, I like your content. You know what I mean? Like, some people are like, oh, of course I like your content. I watch it all the time. And you know, it's like, oh, well, I mean, yeah. But, you know, it's different, like, when someone says it, right? When someone is... Sorry, I was paying attention to the DVD. I'm actually watching it now because I don't know if it ever actually hits the corner. So, but yeah, it hits different when it's actually said. What? Chat needs to sped up a little. It's way too slow. Careful, Fox. We have a rule about commenting on activities. Fidgeting, I need to press buttons. Everyone focusing. I got so distracted by the DVD. All thought is gone. It would be better to hit the corner, or I'm going to be blue balled out of the wazoo. I think it's supposed to. I don't remember if it does, though. Wait, is that it? Oh, I don't know if that was it. I don't think it ever does it. I don't know if it does. I actually don't know if it does. Yeah, I don't know if it does. It does. That wasn't it. Wait, does it? It's okay, Fox. Don't worry. Just a slap on the wrist, buddy. I'm not, like, punishing you for anything. It looks like it does. I mean, it might. Oh. No. No, it's gonna go away in a second here. That it? Nope. Chat says it does, but I haven't ever seen it. Well, it's gone now. Yeah, it's got to cool down. You can't summon it back that quickly. The DVD and your shininess is activating my ADHD. Yeah, that's why we have it. No! I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I have no idea. And also, it would be fucking hilarious to... It would be very funny if I could come up with a way to program something in that does its own tracking like the DVD, except it's, like, in programming, so it always starts from a random location. Thanks. God, okay, how long do we got? We got 39 minutes. What video game can I play for 39 minutes? feel like I gotta play something on stream at some point. I could pop into Overwatch and just do quick play. I actually just disassociated while watching the DVD. Yeah, I've done that too. Hades 2? I can do Hades 2. React? I don't want to burn React stuff until the weekend. Because we've kind of been struggling a little bit on React stuff. Like the weekend that's coming up, I might need to kind of try to pump some life into it. Because we haven't been getting too many submissions. I mean, Chips, to be completely honest, Chips has like full carried us multiple months in a row. But I don't want to put all the obligation on that poor guy. I could do Hades. Or you guys could just watch me. Nah, I'm gonna do Overwatch. I'm gonna have you guys watch me just fucking get salty as shit. Half hour of Overwatch is just long enough to make me add a game that exists. That is a fantastic idea. I'm gonna do that. I usually do the shorts. Yeah, which is totally fine. Oh, Don't care. Next. Don't care. Don't stop. I don't want your ads. Stop. Okay. Hang on. I'm just gonna jump in real quick. And then I'm gonna pop over to Overwatch 2 category. Overwatch and I have a toxic relationship, but I hate it so much. Yeah, I feel that. Overwatch and I have a love-hate relationship, mainly because my normal internet, I had better latency, better network conditions on a fucking Starlink than I do with the internet that I currently have. So I have a love-hate relationship with it. I shall force myself to pass out now, but I have uni. Oh Jesus, in a couple of hours. Yeah, please do sleep. But I haven't played in a hot minute. Feels like there's Vaseline on my screen though. Turn off anti-aliasing. Yeah, there we go. Give me all them pixels. I'm so happy that I get at most 13 on each. Jeez. Yeah, I know my average is somewhere to 60 to 100. But that's because the United States doesn't have East Coast servers, Blizzard.
Double.
Oh yeah, I forgot they did that change for Genji. I love having a latency of 190 milliseconds. I get 100 playing on NA when I play with the NA friends. Yeah, you get similar latency to what I have normally, and I live in NA. That's how in the middle of fucking nowhere I am. It's actually awful. I think I might just play Sojourn.
We're in this together.
Okay, I definitely was holding W. I was definitely holding W. I just stopped walking for a second.
Double efficient design at work.
Oh god. You guys want to see my network graph? Watch for the gigantic spikes. I'll tell you when like weird lag happens. Okay. Oh, now it's behaving. Okay, sure. 1, I have a parking ticket for my college. 2, I have a parking pass. 3, they told me to appeal online. 4, my case does not exist. So you don't have a parking ticket.
Doesn't get better than that.
If it doesn't exist in the system, then they can't make you pay it. Because if you go, okay, look up my ticket. They go, we don't have your ticket. I'm like, okay, then I don't have a ticket.
Needs to fill this saddle. Quit making yourself an easy target.
God,
Double.
I'm going to sleep. I need to be up for like 4 hours. Jeez. Yeah, go to bed. Thank you for hanging out anyway. I appreciate it. But what if it actually got put on somebody else and that's the person who ticketed it's problem, not your problem? Fuck that guy.
Double.
That lesson.
Double. Triple kill.
Multiple casualties.
Double kill.
Aim where they're going.
Oh, I wonder what. Wait, what does Soldier have?
Double
Man.
kill. Major pack unlocked.
He has Helix. Oh.
Tango erased.
Double kill.
And he has Stim Pack. Replaces Biotic Field. Wait. They took. Wait, hang on. What? Oh my God! What even? Oh, it takes it away from healing his allies. Wait, hang on. Nini, eat well. You win next time. Okay. I gotta get to the bottom of this regardless. I mean, I guess that's fair. I would just ignore it.
Heat check. Affirmative.
Dog, why would you ignore it? Because I don't need to pay it anymore, now do I?
Double.
Alright. Thank you for the patch, banana. I don't know, it would bother me. Yeah, I guess that's fair too. SC9. We got like 2, maybe 3 games before end of stream. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Waha! Waha! Oh, hi, Zenith. Welcome back. I can't wait to get off Overwatch, get off stream, go to Twitter, and immediately start seeing everything that's happening at fucking TwitchCon.
A map.
Good. In a few days, me and my brother are going to be uncle. Oh, wow. Oh, King's Row. Fuck yeah, dude. We got a bunny tank. It's crazy.
Now
Gonna be Uncle C9.
King's Row. Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
Oh, man, it's gonna play Mauga. That's crazy. Dog. Dogga. Are you ready to be an uncle? Does that mean anything to you?
Every soldier needs a cause.
Do not fear.
For growth is always painful.
I don't know.
Safety's
That's
up.
fair. That's a very valid response to that, to be honest.
They have this coming. So let's
Being an uncle is easy. It's true. It is. You get to have the kid like when you want, and then when you don't want it, you can just give it back. I've been an uncle in my entire life. What the fuck does that mean? Wait.
5, 4, 3.
Wait, your sibling had a child before you were born?
Attack commence.
Would that make your nephew older than you?
Objective
Okay, I'm leaving. Goodbay. Dude, what? I was at full health. What happened? Holy shit, the auto lock on that.
Rub some dirt on it. Let's
The
go.
auto lock on that, Okay, he disappeared.
Bionic healer ready for use.
Anybody tank to tank, please? All right, we're gonna put the pressure on the back line here. They call me a bastard, by the way. I am definitely. Oh, interesting. Okay.
I aim to devastate. Enemy spotted. Time for the reckoning.
Setting out the welcome mat.
Shit.
Suppress this target.
Ah, I'm so rusty. My lag is also killing me right now.
A single death can change everything.
All right, let's see what we can do. Let's go, Ryan. Oh my god, that's so tough. We got rid of the tree though. And if he was cool though, I was talking to him like once. That's good. I feel like we can do this. Couple seconds on it.
Time for the reckoning.
seconds remaining.
Oh, that's so tough.
Team kill.
The Lifeweaver in the back. This is tough. We got dual limbs. Fuck it.
In my world, there are no secrets.
Setting out the welcome mat.
It's not quitting time yet.
Pass into the iris.
Catch you later.
Ah,
10 seconds remaining.
they wasted an ult on me. Oh.
A taste of poison. Not
Stuff.
just
The Mercy main was on tank. Went about as well as I would assume a Mercy main on tank would be.
I'm overloading.
Hang on, I want to see if they actually have their thing. Nope. Oh well. It's tough. First game in like fucking a month or so. Still getting used to the mouse pad and all that. But also the Junker Queen. I want to see this Junker Queen.
Ready for battle.
Don't.
And
Battle.
Don't sass me.
Jesus, what the fuck? Holy shit, my tank is just exploding. It's worse than I thought. The rear 8 and 8. It's oh no, what happened? Yeah, do Havana. Perks of being born had a wedlock. Oh no. It's just going to be a change to try to get used to. I guess that's true, yeah. Also, I mean, it also depends on how age separated you are from them as well. Opinion Gear gave up and ate everything for no. wait. In the transmission or in like the drivetrain? Like the rear drivetrain.
Cheers, Squire! It's time to save the realm.
We know why we're here. Let's get to it.
Rear axle. Oh no. So how much of the back end is gone then?
4,
But yeah, the drivetrain. Yeah.
1. Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
I should have been playing Tracer from the beginning. I'm just bad. I'm just bad at this game in general, man. I've fallen off so hard on this game. I just got fucking one tapped. And you're dead. Dude, I'm not even... The lag is so bad, it's making me jump after I haven't touched the spacebar in a while. It started taking teeth off. Oof. Dude, I'm going into a fucking junt rat in a Hanzo.
robot.
It's up after service.
Dude, I just wanted to play Tracer. Why the fuck am I going into Junkrat and Hanzo? This is the worst matchup for me.
And she's back in the game.
Yeah, I'll play this character. Me immediately goes into one of the fucking, like, I hate it. Okay.
Let's try that again.
I gotta give up. Fuck it.
Big prize. There we go.
We need to stop that barricade.
I love that he can just see me through the wall.
Sending care your way.
Enemy forward swarm.
Outnumbered. Careful.
Dude! What do I do? I gotta go buy amazing people and bye Foxtrap. 3 people on my team don't have a fucking elim.
Found an enemy.
Over there.
Satellite vector. They're pushing ahead.
They got us outnumbered.
This is no fucking point, dude. This is why I don't play this game anymore.
Give up. Not.
Defeat.
Bye pancake.
Play of the game.
Jesus. You know, I did say a half hour was going to be enough time for me to get pissed at this game. Apparently, I only needed 15 minutes. This is fucking unbelievable, dude. I get the first game I play, I don't really know what to play, so I just kind of pick something random. The second game I play, I go into Tracer, and both of the DPS basically will kill me in 2 shots. Big shrug, I guess. The angry speedrun. It did not take long. It really did not. What does the VT mean? Oh, I'm getting baited. I'm just not gonna respond.
I always deliver.
Things were a lot simpler when I was robbing banks with the Deadlock gang.
You know, it's funny how much this game is both easy to aim in and also horrible to aim in.
Capture the objective.
Oh, I keep forgetting I have to do that in order to have it happen. Oh, my tank is immediately dead.
Thanks for patching me up.
And this is why 66 is just better.
The objective is now
But you time.
Your choices will lead to your fate.
Good stagger. Ryan, where you going, buddy? Dude, that's so awful. I was hoping to get rid of him. Ryan is charging in with 5 HP.
They're on the point. We gotta stop
Continue
them.
on this path.
Copy that. My ultimate
Oh, I took Bob with him.
Stop me if you can.
Dude, I cannot believe this. That's crazy that that fucking Ashe was still alive. Nice shot stuff.
The Eye of Horus watches over you.
I'm really feeling it.
The objective is under attack. Cut them down.
Oh, she had her fucking sword back so fast. Dude, I don't even know what to fucking do.
best round loss.
I can't fucking win anything today. Well, if I lose the third game, we'll just call stream.
2-1.
My barrier's about to break. Oh, my head smarts. It feels like there is a rock stuck in my head.
We're in this together. All of us. Maybe one day we.
I will say though, the inconsistency in the network is probably another one of the reasons why I stopped playing this game. And it's not anything to do with the game, to be completely honest. It is 100% to do with the fact that like
Capture the objective.
when you can't,
We need to win this one.
like when your buttons only work 50% of the time, it's really hard to be it's really hard to incentivize actually wanting to play it. It hit the fucking enemy tank. I'm waving goodbye.
Is now
Feeling bad. We have to defend the point.
Oh, what a knife, dude. That's crazy.
Might have to adjust my approach. Breaking them down.
Dude, I'm all over the place. Dude, I give up, man. I don't know what to fucking do here. Like...
Honor is all I have left. I'll find them.
Do something!
5 and 7, huh?
The arrow returns to
Dude, I'm about to play tank so I don't get any more of these fucking tanks. This is crazy. Whatever.
Zenyatta is here.
Yeah, because that's what we need.
In my world, there are no
What is this fucking game, dude?
I'll find the back door. Receive my aid.
There's literally just no fucking shot. These are the lobbies I got grouped into.
¿Qué onda?
I can't. Oh, what the fuck, dude?
Play of the game.
Nobody beats gravity, mate.
This right here is the exact reason why I fucking gave up on this game. Its matchmaking is actual fucking garbage. Let's try 6v6 then, shall we? Last game. Last game. We'll see how this goes. For the love of God, let's hope it's not just both of the tanks feeding constantly.
Vote for a map.
Well, I don't want flashpoint or push, so. I guess I could play whatever I want. And supports are immediately the first two things picked. This game, I legitimately think this game has a support problem. And just how overtuned all of the supports are. I don't like any of the DPS. I've come to realize that I really don't like any of the DPS. Except for Sombra. We're not gonna be able to do that. Program.
We will have peace at any cost.
2, 1. Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
I love a fresh beginning. All that promise.
Oh, this game, huh? Okay, so 3 DPS and a fucking Orisa. Nah, dude.
A gun in each hand.
The enemy team is taking the lead.
Only ethical Malaga is when they have Orisa. Dude, what the fuck? Oh, other tank? No? Okay.
Charging through. You are quite welcome.
Okay.
Healing here at your convenience.
Push me. Dude, I have no fucking words for what's happening right now, man. All right, well, walk at him with a Ritz 2, I guess.
We can stop them pushing. Join us.
I give up.
Defeat.
Blinding.
All right, well, that was a good reminder why I never play this game. Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, fun times. I'm just gonna grab that. All right. I guess that's the end of stream because I'm just gonna uninstall Overwatch again. You know, I fucking try, dude. I try so hard with this game. I am so just... I need to be blacklisted. I need to be banned from playing this game. Permanently. I need to be permanently banned. Fuck this. Get off of my system. How lucky. All right, cool. Well, it's off of my system, so won't be doing that again. I think I've came back to this game enough times to have shit like that happen to just remind me to like, yeah, don't play this game. So, yeah, all right. Well, that'll be the end of stream. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. If you're lurkies, thanks for lurkies. If you yapped a bunch, thanks for yapping. But we'll be live again tomorrow. Not with Overwatch. Not ever again with Overwatch. Not ever again. I am so done with that game. I don't know what else though. We'll figure it out. We'll do it live. I don't know. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you tomorrow.